I can't find my body. I can't find my. I remember loving a drain. All the fire in my brain. Little my heart, you took what you could. Hold me, yeah, you drowned in mud. Trapped in love, I had to mention. Love too much, I got dementia. Hello. Hey, first. That's what's up. Hey, 70 month listeners. Shout out to Tallinn, Estonia. Shout out to Phoenix, USA. Shout out to Brisbane, Australia. Shout out to Seymour, USA, and Warminster, USA. Hell yeah, brother. And daily TikTok cringe. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Die, bitch. Imagine not valuing your life, stupid woman. Yeah. Woman. For real, for real. Yeah, fight each other, dickheads. My horsey. Some bullshit I ever seen. My horsey. I'm getting double scammed. Oh my, I'm double fucking robbed. Are you serious? Are you serious? Nah, I'm getting fisted, bro. Pause. Fuck this. Horse is called con or conch. My bad. Excuse you. One heart, hey. Better than nothing. Appreciate whoever you are.
Stop lying.
I caught feelings for you. Yeah, this was crazy.
Cap and a half, my nigga.
Oh! Yeah, I just said N-word. Made no sense. Very random time as well. Cancelled.
Like your love confession?
Conche. You just... What?
Okay, but you still lying about loving me.
Broke the AI.
Bro really said nah. How? No, wait, don't.
Wait, don't? What?
You are calling me a loser. I am a proud Christian woman, and I will not tolerate this kind of disrespect.
Let's try. Proud atheist, straight white male.
You're a what? How dare you? I will not tolerate discrimination.
My bad. Let me turn black. Crazy. Like what? Yeah. How am I discriminating?
What? Are you making a joke out of racism? How dared you, you disgusting excuse for a human being.
You just say you don't tolerate me for being white. Brugburger.
Stop lying.
Leaked.
Stop lying.
Hey, 18 hearts though. Appreciate that. One repost. Interesting. 2 bookmarks. Alright. Oh! What's that sound? Shit in my ass. Is someone on me? Pause. Oh no! Oh no! Mama! What the fuck going on? Sar? What? Hey, pussy hole. Are you serious right now, bro? I like how they just roll away. Appreciate it, kind sir. That was good. Oh, that was loud. What?
How do you know women will say something smart for once? When she starts the sentence by "a man once told me."
Aha. One heart though, appreciate it. Oh, back to back 1 heart. Alright. Hey, but I got 2 comments. I'll take it. And 1 bookmark. I'll take it. Alright. anyway, it is AI Tuesday. We actually got requested an AI. Which was spam AI. Oh. React. Oh, it's Monday? Oh. Wait, I got shit mixed up. My bad. Okay, it's Yeah, wait. Oh yeah, it is I even have... Yeah, my bad. I'm dumb. Got you for a second. It is Reaction Monday. Shit. Okay. Where we left off though. Yeah, title is reacting to Discord link sticks in my eye. Crazy. I don't think you can say in your eye. I don't know. Or it didn't work. Cause you can't make the title like some specific words you can't put on the title. I don't know if that's the thing. Could be. Yeah, I'm fucking lost. Where the fuck? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Apparently this is where we left.
Soojendusest stardipakule. Sportlikud beebid vajavad meie parimaid lekkekindlaid püksmähkmeid. Stop and Protect taskuga, mis aitab peatada lekked. Nii et igal väiksel tšempionil on võimalus saada võit lekete vastu. Pampers.
Why am I getting fucking diaper ads? Baby Gia is crazy. More AI. What the fuck? Nah. What even is that? Okay. I mean, it is kind of scary, yeah. Another one. What the fuck? No, that's actually scary. Holy shit. That's scary. Okay. Okay. Crazy. No, that cringe. I found it kind of funny though. Brain rot maxing. Oh hell no. Okay.
Oh, it's coffee with the chocolate maize? Oh. Oh, I want to see it make it the whole way without melting. Go. Go. I believe in you.
Come on, Daddy believes in you. You can go all the way. Come on, faster. Go faster! Oh no, it's spilling. Oh no, it better not spill over the side. Come on, hurry. You're almost there. You're right at the finish. Oh, you finished. Nice.
And that is how you give good encouragement. Your friends will appreciate that if you treat them the same way. This is motivation to do what's right in life.
Like, talk sweet. And be kind and gentle.
We need a dungeon.
See? And then it can melt. It just must finish what it started. And then it can move on. You know?
I mean, the whole server is called Autismo's Dungeon, though.
Here's
But,
why yoga pants are apparently toxic. Because for most of history, women
Toxic?
work out in the same clothes as men. They're just smaller. Clothing bro notices something. When women wear sweatpants and bend over, their butt looks weird, and the fabric gets in the way. So he goes into his lab and comes out with these yoga pants, which make women go nuts. So today we spend 18 billion a year on painted on pants. But then disaster strikes. These nerds say yoga pants are terrible for you because they're full of plastic. Except these other nerds say they're wrong and yoga pants are just pants. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the research and find this. Yoga pants do have plastic in them. It's their main ingredient because plastic gives them their stretch. Except most of your clothes have plastic in them too. So if Flexi Divas have plastic problems, so do you. But don't worry, it gets worse. That plastic from your clothes, nerds found out it ends up in your blood and even your private parts, which may lead to all these bad things. So maybe wear cotton. Here's why yoga pants are apparently toxic. Because
Interesting.
here's why yoga pants are apparently toxic. Here's why lifting weights apparently destroys kids' health. Because back in the day, our jobs are rough, so we get plenty of exercise. But then magic happens. Sort of. We get machines to do the rough stuff and end up with these office jobs. Except that's bad because now we don't move enough, so our health gets worse. But then these guys come to the rescue. They make fitness a thing and encourage us all to get moving, which pushes parents into the gym and their kids follow because they want to be like mom and dad. So today, hundreds of millions of kids get their swole on. But then disaster strikes. These nerds say that's terrible for kids because weightlifting stunts their growth. Except these other nerds say that's wrong and strength training's the best thing a kid can do. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the research and find this. Kids can hurt themselves lifting weights, except so can anyone, and no studies show it stunts their growth. But some nerds did find something cool. Kids who lift achieve more in school and have better mental health. So let them lift. Here's why lifting...
Shit. Let him grind. The grind set.
Here's why scented candles apparently give you cancer. Because for most of history, humans are...
Who even uses candles, bro? Like, what?
smelly as hell, so we burn plants to make our rooms fresh. But then some nerds make magic happen. These nerds figure out how to make smelly oils in a lab, which makes them super cheap. And this nerd gets the idea to put them in a candle, so he starts pumping out sniffy treats and business
candles.
explodes. So today we spend $3
I
billion
mean, there's no point if you have electricity, right?
in a year on nose party starters. But then disaster strikes. These nerds say scented candles are terrible for your health because they make you breathe in toxic chemicals. Except these other nerds say they're
You have candles? Why though?
wrong and candles are totally safe. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the
What?
Here's why scented candles apparently give you cancer. Because for most of history, humans
Hello-
were smelly as hell, so we burn plants to make our rooms fresh. But then some nerds make magic happen. These nerds figure out how to make smelly oils
yeah,
in
okay,
a lab,
fair
which makes
enough.
them super cheap. And
I
this
came
nerd gets
in-
the idea to
the
put them in
fuck?
a candle, so
That's
he starts
weird.
pumping out sniffy treats and business explodes. So today we spend $3 billion a year on nose party starters. But then disaster strikes. These nerds say scented candles are terrible for your health because they make you breathe in toxic chemicals. Except these other nerds say they're wrong and candles are totally safe. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the research and find this. Burning candles releases smoke, which gets into your lungs just like a cancer stick. Except when you burn a candle, it releases these chemicals which are linked to cancer.
Oh.
But don't worry, it gets better. It's such a tiny
Oh.
amount, so candles could poison you, but you'd have to burn a whole factory of candles with no open windows.
Ah.
So don't. Here's why
So candles are safe, pretty much.
Here's why salt is apparently horrible for your heart. Because for most of
I
history,
love
salt's
salt.
worth more than silver.
So from candles, I mean, that's true. But it's possible.
So people don't eat a ton of it. But then these business bros get a bunch of machines and make salt a big industry, which makes it super cheap. So food companies dump a bunch in the food they make and we start salt baying everything. Which means today we eat 20 times
If you use it too much, I mean, yeah.
more salt than we used to. But then disaster strikes. These nerds say that's way too much salt and it's gonna blow up your heart. Except these other nerds say they're wrong and your body's really good at dealing
I mean, isn't salt, like, health-wise better than sugar?
with salt. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the research and find this. Salt panic started with this nerd's study that linked salt to a bunch of heart issues. Except he did it on rats and fed them ridiculous amounts of salt, but the government didn't care, so they started the salt war and low sodium went mainstream. But then these nerds get better data and found this. Salt's not really the heart enemy. Processed food is. So stop
Processed
eating.
food.
Here's why salt is apparently horrible.
That makes sense. But bro, processed food tastes so good, though.
Here's why depression's worst treatment is probably medication.
Allah. Worst treatment is medication? What? So you just off yourself? That better?
Because up until recently,
stop.
depression wasn't a thing. We just thought you were a wuss or lazy. But then brain nerds discover something. Depressed folks are built different. They have a chemical
Built
imbalance,
different.
so they make depression an official disease, which makes pharma bros develop all these meds, and today we spend over $15 billion a year trying to cure the SADS. But then disaster strikes. These nerds say happy pills are terrible for you and most people shouldn't take them. Except these other nerds say they're wrong and mood munchies are the best medicine for sad. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the research and find this. Being sad is your brain's way of helping you process. It's healthy. Except our society doesn't like sad face, so we just give
Oh. Wait, true. Happy pills are just drugs. Wait, that is actually true. It's so the doctors get money and shit. Pharmacists.
out Jolly Gels like candy, and nearly half of all folks on Happy Snacks probably shouldn't be. But don't worry, it gets worse. Nerds found Happy Pills have all these side effects and aren't even the most effective treatment for depression. But then what is? Dance and exercise. Here's why
Dance and exercise. Wait, I have heard about exercising. Like if you're depressed or sad, exercising, because that can put your mind away to something different. You thought everyone knew? I mean, I knew about exercise. Not dancing though. I mean, if you're depressed, how do you dance?
Holy fuck.
Pills, yeah.
I'm coming. Lois.
Here's why your
Yeah, that's
phone's
true about the pills. I feel like I knew it, but I forgot about it.
apparently making you go blind. Because back in the day, we read books and play outside, so life's pretty boring. But then these nerds do something magical. They give us all these, so now we stare at screens all day. Except these other nerds say that's a problem because those screens have this, blue light, which apparently makes you go blind. So they develop these blue light blocking glasses, and today
That's
we spend $3
scam.
billion a year on them.
Right.
But then disaster strikes.
The glass shit is scam, right? Sure.
These nerds say glare guardians don't work, so they're a waste of money.
Yeah.
Except these other nerds say they're
No.
wrong, and blue light glasses are the only way to not go blind. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the research and find this. Screens do produce blue light, and blue light is bad for your eyes. Except
Right.
these nerds found something funny. Most of these glasses don't even block blue light, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These are literally scams.
they don't work. But don't worry, it gets better. Turns out the sun blasts way more blue light than a screen, and
Oh.
your eyes naturally protect you, so screens are probably fine. Here's why your
Just don't look at the sun. I mean, that's easy.
Here's why these carbs were apparently invented to neuter you. Because 100 years ago, breakfast was basically dinner, so it's full of meat. But this wheat nerd's got a problem with that because he thinks meat makes you frisky, and frisky people are sinners. So
Hey,
he
yo,
locks himself in
what?
his kitchen and makes this, cereal. Except one problem, everyone
Ooh.
hates it because it's so boring. So his brother adds sugar to it, which makes it taste
Oh.
amazing, and sales explode. So today, 9 out of 10 American kids eat cereal for breakfast. But
Bro,
then
cereal is so
disaster
good.
strikes. These nerds say those carbs are terrible for you because they ruin your libido. Except these other nerds say they're wrong, and carbs are just calories like any other food. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the research and find this. Food can impact friskiness, and some meat increases it, which means
Wait, so food makes you horny? What?
if you eat less meat and more carbs, you could have less sexy drive.
Huh.
So technically the cereal bros were right,
Wait, so meat makes you horny? Pause.
except one problem. It's so much more complicated than that, because some carbs also increase your drive. So if you want strong love urges, eat a balanced diet.
Okay.
That's amazing.
You're always horny. Well, I guess you're eating something that makes you horny. I don't know.
Here's why the way you were born might shorten your mom's life. Because before the 1800s, kids are born the old-fashioned way. Your parents get busy, and 9 months later, you pop out. But then, this doctor sees a problem. Some kids can't come out that way, so he's gotta
C-section.
cut mama open and pull you out. Except that's terrible because they're cutting mama open, which is super painful. So you
Yeah.
might live, but she may not. Except
Yeah.
then Willie gets an idea. Use this stuff. It puts mama asleep so you can get cut out and she feels
That's
no
not good.
pain, which gives her a chance to recover. It's brilliant, so over the next century, mommy's survival rates skyrocket. But then, disaster strikes. Moms get older before having kids, and more moms don't want their hoo-has destroyed by your big head, so
What? No, that's insane. You don't want your pussy to get destroyed, so you do a C-section? Nah, that's insane. Ain't that like very risky? You fucking die.
C-section births explode, and now a third of all kids are born this way. Except that's a problem because they were meant only for emergencies, so kids born this
Yeah.
way are fatter and sicker.
Oh shit.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's actually interesting.
But don't worry, it gets worse.
How do you get more like if you come out the vagina, your immunity system is better rather than getting C-section, then it's weaker. That's interesting. Does the vagina like cover some shit on you? Pause. When you come out, pause. What?
Worse, moms who birth this way get all these complications, so go natural if you can. Here's why
Yeah. Always gotta go natural. If you can.
Here's why sugar apparently poisons you. Because for most of history, sugar is impossible to get. It grows here, but these folks don't really export it. So the sweet stuff's crazy expensive, but then magic happens, sort of. The world starts trading, so now sugar's everywhere and prices drop.
Right.
So today we eat 80 pounds of sweet pixie dust every year. But then disaster strikes. These nerds say that's way too much because that much sugar gives your body all these diseases. Except these other nerds say they're wrong because sugar's the same as everything else you eat. But this nerd thinks the debate's dumb, so I actually do the
Eating
research
salty
and
food.
find this. Both groups are wrong. A calorie of sugar is just like every other calorie you eat, so there's nothing inherently wrong with sugar. But then why are people who eat a lot of sugar so unhealthy?
Because you're eating a lot of it. That's why. What?
It's because of this. Sugar's super dense with calories and your body doesn't need to break it down. Except that's the problem because it's so easy to eat and drink a ton of it, which
Macaroons
makes you
are so
fat
overrated.
and super unhealthy. Here's why sugar...
Just eat less sugar. That's it. Problem solved. How dark mode killed good design. What? You think addiction is simple? No. Addiction is difficult.
Proovi Always Platinumi. Kiirem imavus, kuiv tunne ja see on mugavam.
I've been a dark
Like, why
mode
am I
user for
getting that
basically
ad?
as long as I can remember.
This
Mainly
sounds
because the alternative
bad.
feels like it requires eclipse glasses. And I sort of assumed that everybody on the internet
Who's
was
this
in
nerd?
agreement. Dark mode is better than light mode. Look at that versus that. But after an argument with friends evolved into an obsession, I accidentally spent weeks researching the rise and the risks of dark mode. And I'm starting to worry that dark mode is killing good design. Thank you to Hostinger for sponsoring this video, and to our patrons for supporting the channel.
Yeah, it's killing good design because this is advertised and a light mode is on. Nice try, bucko.
This is the most underrated smartphone case.
There are a lot of femboys in it. What?
I have ever seen. So you know how iPhone users, including myself, brag about having the action button and MagSafe? Well, this case adds both of those things to the S24 Ultra. So you have the usual buttons over here, but now you have 3 action buttons. So I just finished setting up the action buttons, and I have the top one set to open up my camera. The second one will open up ChatGPT, and finally the last one will turn on my flashlight. So now the S24 Ultra has 3 action buttons instead of just 1, and MagSafe just like my iPhone. Plus the case feels really nice and premium. I really do not have much negative to say about this case, but I'll give you an update when I start dropping this thing. This is the most...
Okay.
Did Willie Mapton's balls get crushed when he got spring locked? Now, as everyone knows,
What?
Willie Mapton got spring locked, which killed him in a slow and very painful way, with the spring locks jamming into his flesh and crushing his bones. So that brings me to ask a very important question. Did his balls get spring locked too? But before I try to answer this ridiculous question, make sure to subscribe if you
yeah,
love Five Nights at
probably.
Freddy's. Well, let's take a look at Dark Springtrap.
His
We can
whole
see
body.
clearly that he is missing the pelvis part of his suit, and we don't see any spring locks there, just the...
Put a pistol on a brace, it may turn.
Did Willie Mapton's balls get crushed when he got spring locked? Now, as
Like,
everyone
why
knows,
can
Willie
I go
Mapton got
there?
spring locked, which killed him in a slow and very painful way, with the spring locks jamming into his flesh and crushing his bones. So that brings me to ask a very important question. Did his balls get spring locked too? But
Can
before
I
I
put
try
my
to answer
balls in
this
the
ridiculous
jar?
question, make sure to subscribe if you love Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, let's take a look at Dark Springtrap. We can see clearly that he is missing the pelvis part
Yeah,
of
that's
his suit,
weird.
and we don't see any spring locks there, just the frame. So that brings me to say that William's butt didn't get crushed. What, did you think I was saying balls this whole time? Get your head out of the gutter, man. Did Willie Mapton's balls get crushed when he got spring locked? Now, as everyone
You
knows...
literally had balls of... Alright, bro. Shut up, nerd.
Okay, so it seems like every few months, a new company, someone comes out
Marquez.
with the new fastest ever charging smartphone.
I don't really watch
Like years
them,
ago,
though.
the flagship iPhone was charging at
I don't
5
care about
watts,
these
and that was
phones
fairly
and shit.
though the battery has reached 0%. The downside there is we're getting larger power bricks for it that, yeah, the fast charging doesn't ruin the phone over time.
Don't really care
but
about tech.
It's the best information we have, and it is
Ever drink Fanta?
Also, ads are in shorts too, and guess what? They always have their comments turned off. Honestly, kissed. If I drink Fanta, yeah, it's pretty fucking mid.
Hitler had a crazy plan to make the whole world drink it. Because in the 1930s, everyone loves Coke, even Nazis who drink millions of bottles. But then Coke
You love Fanta? Alright. You do you.
stops shipping to Germany because Hitler's being a bad boy and starts World War II. Except this makes the Nazis real mad because now they're running out of Coke. But then this entrepreneur Max gets an idea. He takes the last Coke in Germany and tries to crack the formula so he can make his own and sell it. Except he fails because it's super complicated. Then Maxie gets a better idea. Make his own soda. So he goes into the lab and makes Fanta, except it tastes terrible. Max couldn't use sugar because the Nazis control the supply and wouldn't give him any, so he uses gross old fruit as sweetener. But then the Nazis come to him with an idea. They'll give Max sugar on one condition. Fanta becomes a Nazi symbol. So when they conquer a country, Max converts Coke factories to Fanta. Max accepts, and today we drink 2 billion cases per year. Ever drink?
Yeah. I knew about the Nazis and the Fanta. But alright.
Piitrop hakkab pihta. Ma ei saa käsi üles tõsta. Miks? Ma lõhnan halvasti. Vennas, kasuta lihtsalt Old Spice'i pulkdeodoranti. Vennas? Kaua kestev värskus, et saaksid särada. Näita trikke ja lõhna võrratult. Ja Piitrop alaku.
To get 2024 started, I wanted to try something different. The remarkable paper tablet. With this, I can write, create.
Do you recognize this apartment? Well, maybe not this specific apartment, but
your country or it.
I'm sure you recognize this layout. It's basically the archetype of most modern day apartments. A one-bedroom box with windows on one side. Apartments in North America follow a very typical and almost predictable blueprint. You have a long hallway dividing the building in half with units on each side. On the inside, that creates a bunch of mostly one-bedroom or studio apartments with a single...
What's something you learned that absolutely blew your freaking mind?
We've all been using can openers incorrectly as well. Come here, I'm sorry. But the thing is, the can opener was invented in 1858. However, later on, they thought, okay, there has to be a simpler and safer way.
Drake,
so the rotary can opener in around 1870.
Kind of looks like it.
Well, here's the thing. The rotary can opener was made so that you don't have to worry about opening the lid. This is supposed to do it for you, and I'll show you how to do it. A lot of people try to use rotary can openers sideways, like this, right?
Right.
Close it this way and then turn. What you're supposed to do is put it on top of the can this way, and then you start turning it so that the actual can opener can open the lid for you.
What?
As you can see, it's clamped on top, and you just turn this way. And then as it's going around completely, this should be able to lift the top off. Just twist it enough. There you go. You should not have to use your hands to open the lid. So try it out. Be safe.
What's something you learned that absolutely...
Oh, wow. Well, the more you know.
Have you ever had Burger King was second to McDonald's, but now they're losing to a girl. Here's the story. In 1953, the
Burger King on top. Best fast food restaurant.
Burger wars start in California. This homie Keith Kramer visits this small little burger joint called McDonald's. He's blown away. Their speedy service, their margins, hot damn. Keith rushes home to Florida to rip off the McDonald's playbook, and it works. He opens 250 stores in the next 10 years, but wait, there's a problem. No matter what they do, McDonald's keeps winning. They're worth $20 billion, and BK's worth $5. Burger King...
Being in a fast restaurant never... have been in McDonald's or Burger King. That's crazy. Not even McDonald's. McDonald's is like everywhere. Interesting.
Tries everything. New menu items, splashy ad campaigns, even $1 burgers that lose money. Restaurant owners are furious, so they sue Burger King corporate. BK turns to market research and eureka! It turns out young dudes are BK's happiest customers. But wait, they decide sexism is the best way to win them over. In 2021, they were still saying things like this. It doesn't work. And our girl Wendy's takes second place. Have you ever had...
But don't you have like Bulgarian like fast food places? We have like some Estonian stuff as well.
The craziest Minecraft seed was just found by this YouTuber. It starts with a
fair enough.
Simple woodland mansion in an ocean with no roofed forest within 1,000
Seed.
blocks. Okay, that's weird, but if you go inside and mine this block, there's a buried treasure chest. I don't know how it spawns. Wait, is that a... Yup, there's a village here also for some reason. Oh yeah, and did I mention this, which is actually a pillager outpost?
That cannot be vanilla.
Which spawns on a floating frozen aquifer that's over a...
Nah, this is cap. Fake news. What the fuck? Oh, this is AI. I thought this was like shitty Gmod edit. This is AI. Huh. It looks like a bootleg Gmod, like shit. Interesting. Hey, yo, what the fuck going on there? Oh, no, he's getting his ass ate. What the fuck?
Terrible job, super shit. You fucked that one up that badly.
Freddy, stop being mean to me! I'm like 12!
I'm really fucking trying, Gregory. But William Afton's installed Fonzie money into my hard drive.
Ha 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 ha.
A house without walls. I know a house without walls.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Officer Vanessa, I missed the part where that's my problem.
Freddy,
Stay hydrated.
you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, that wasn't very cash money of you.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown. Me.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, we don't talk about Bruno, no.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, you told me that the life of my dreams would be promised and someday be mine.
I'm dying inside.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, how am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions?
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown. Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Cringe.
Vanessa, you like jazz?
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, have you heard about the hit game Among Us?
He can't be stopped. Freeze, villain. Yes, Iceman. What? Snowman. I can freeze anything I touch.
Even
Did you
himself.
It's the Flash. No, Flasher. I blind my enemies by flashing them. What? Wait, it's not working. It's too cold. He can't see it. Oh, sorry. I'll turn it off. Hey, let's team up. I'll flash him. Then I'll touch him. Hey, villain. Okay, Snowman, this is your chance. No, do not turn around. Huh? Huh, amateurs. I'll take care of this. Surprise attack.
Your link's better. This was kind of funny.
The devil himself has nightmares about being trapped inside this state-of-the-art prison. The thing that separates this place from every other prison on Earth is once an inmate enters through its front doors, he will never leave again. No yard time, no transferring, no visits, no phone calls, no outside world for the rest of his life. CCOT was built in El Salvador in 2023 as part of their new strategy to lock up the most violent gang members. And it's working because the country has never been safer as the people are responsible for most of the crime live here now. The lights
guess,
of the prison
yeah, W.
never shut off, and inmates don't even get a pillow or mattress to sleep on. The only thing they get is a bed sheet, and they will sleep on these cold, solid steel bunks for the rest of
Holy
their
shit.
lives. Privacy doesn't exist here. There's only 2 toilets per unit and no entertainment. All they have to do is
Nah, that toilet must get clogged like every day.
sit there and think about the
That's what we all need. Actually, true. Yeah, we do need that. So people think twice to not do something fucking stupid.
deadly crimes they committed, which led to them being there. But they do get to stand on the other side of the bars for 30 minutes a day to stretch. And that's the extent of the freedom they have. The devil himself has nightmares about being trapped inside this state-of-the-art prison. The thing that separates this place from every other prison on
Which
Earth...
pill would you take? The red?
Because he's treating a horrible man with good, which he definitely does not give a fuck about. Yeah, true. You treat him good, he gets freed, and then he will do that same crime again.
Pill allows you to become completely invisible when you're standing still. The more you move, the more visible you are. It'll be
Okay.
easy to control once you get used to it. But who really needs invisibility? Is the blue pill more useful? It makes breathing completely unnecessary. You can explore the deep ocean or run 100 miles without getting tired. Pretty cool, right? But don't forget about the green pill. It gives you incredible regeneration abilities. Any wound, no matter how severe, will heal in mere hours or even minutes.
Green.
It also greatly improves your resistance
I'm
to all
Deadpool.
sources of physical damage. It won't make you immortal, but it's pretty darn close. Have you decided yet? Don't hurry.
Green.
Not until you hear about the purple pill. This pill allows you to fully control animals, and not just one at a time, dozens or hundreds of animals at once. I'm not sure how this is useful, so consider the orange pill too. It allows you to spawn McDonald's food, up to a metric ton a day. The problem is, it disappears after just an hour if not eaten, and it explodes if anyone else besides you touches it. So yeah, you can't sell it, but I guess you
queso
control
pill?
someone, or I don't know, just take the white pill. It gives you $100,000 tax-free. So tell me, which pill would you take? The red pill allows...
Too many pills, though. Normally it's red and blue, that's it.
New Mr. Beast allegations have just dropped, and it's not looking good.
Wait. We seen this or
for Jimmy? So last time we talked about Dogpack
This is new.
404's viral video where a former
Okay.
Mr. Beast employee
Even
exposes
more?
Jimmy
Damn.
for allegedly conducting illegal lotteries towards children, promoting gambling, faking his videos,
Oh yeah, 3 hours ago.
forging signatures, manipulating who wins the prizes and monies in his game shows, and mostly giving it to his friends and employees rather than random viewers, and much more. Now, I mentioned in my last video that Mr. Beast was actually caught in the same Discord server where Chris Tyson was openly sharing prawn to minors. And now we have, allegedly, confirmation that it was indeed the real Jimmy, and it is seemingly provable by searching the archives and seeing that his account is linked to the Mr. Beast gaming channel,
no,
which is
bro.
not possible unless you own the channel and can log in. Meaning essentially, Mr. Beast lied in his response saying that he just became aware of Chris's actions in the past few days when
No, bro, Mr. Beast is so shady now. Like, bro, I had no fucking clue.
in reality, he knew all along. As we know, he had the lollipop art hanging from his living room wall, and he was in the same server as Chris sending messages, and he was best friends with Chris for over a decade and defended him until the recent drama. Now, it actually gets worse
Crazy.
for Mr. Beast and Chris because 500,000 messages have been released to the public from that Discord server. Keep in mind, this is after Chris and his squad wiped out every message that they thought was incriminating, but there's still so many left. Moreover, Lava, one of the victims who was groomed by Chris, now recognizes that it was inappropriate and wrong what was happening in the server. So let's go over these messages and explore this insane rabbit hole. Here we have a tweet by Dramalert, a thread of all the weird things Chris Tyson allegedly said in the Discord with minors. She's only 14. Damn. Okay, so these messages are from 2018. Somebody posts an attachment. Chris replies saying she's only 14. Damn. And this is allegedly BB, which I'm not gonna say her name, otherwise my last video got age restricted and demonetized, completely suppressed when I said her name. So what did you think she was? 16 and legal in some states, Oof, of course. If she's 14, I'm 14. Chris allegedly sharing links to the famed lollipop artist Shadman, and Chris has linked the website. Chris the meme god, also referred to as Lollipop God, is back.
Ooh.
Designated Lollipop, yes it's me. Yeah, you're
For a quick sec. Okay. After this, watch this.
You're back. Ooh woo. What am I, a parent? Chris Tyson's alleged response to a request to delete an NSFW channel because there were minors in the Discord. I don't have any issue with the channel. What I have an issue with are minors that have access to said channel. Chris says, is there even a way to do that? Not really, no. So what do we do, lol? Remove it? No, people like it. Even if there was a way anyone can lie about their age. Yeah, true. And I mean, to be fair, the internet is full of prawn. Discord says if you can't regulate it, don't have one. It's the responsibility of the server owner to prevent minors from viewing prawn materials. Chris responds saying, what am I, a parent? Lol.
Wait, I should probably remove not safe for work. Bro, we have not safe for work in our fucking Discord server. I mean, no one really uses it anyway. Should probably remove that.
I say we get rid of this because the fan base of Mr. Beast and Chris are
porn and child porn. I mean, true, but like you said, people under the 18 could still go there, even if it is not safe for work.
Mostly under 18.
That's bad.
And Chris obviously completely ignored this and continued going with his absolute degenerate tendencies with minors. Chris says there's nothing more free than peeing in the shower facts, waterproof phone gang, and added an attachment of presumably his image. We only worship Jeebus around here. Challenge accepted. The god.
Jeebus. Popular? I mean, yeah, but... Nah, Jeebus was crazy. What? Yeah, I know. Worship Jeebus around here. Madness Combat reference. Oh no.
His image. We only worship Jeebus around here. Challenge accepted. The god. Oh yeah, daddy Chris. That's a lot of moisturizer.
That is embarrassing.
Why are you in the shower? I don't know if this was a picture of Chris or something with minimal clothing, but this is bad. This is bad. Allegedly Chris Tyson role-playing. No, it is not. Buzzles your necky wecky. Fight me. Love you guys. Nuzzles. PP. No.
Hey, hot topic or not, I feel like role-playing through text is cringe. Like, oh, hell no. Embarrassing, because Jeebus is your favorite character. Yeah.
Nah. Unzips PP. Okay, Chris, you need to be locked up ASAP. Now, it gets really bad when you realize that Mr. Beast was also in the server sending messages. Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson Discord leaks. Mr. Beast allegedly complimenting Chris Tyson's PP size in Chris's Discord server with minors. No, he's not. His PP isn't big enough. I know. Mr. Beast, this is the actual Mr. Beast. No, I know his PP size and it's huge.
Hey, yo.
This could be a good night. They don't need to think twice. I will find a new life and I'll be honest.
Uus Schwarzkopf Taft Volume. Nüüd koos kaitsva haptiksüsteemiga tugevdab juuksestruktuuri, et soeng püsiks kaua ja oleks loomulikult kohev.
Nice Photoshop.
Uus Schwarzkopf Taft Volume. Forever you.
Beast, are you gay the moment you... Okay. I'll deep throat Chris PP. Haha, Mr. Beast joins in to comment on my PP size. I love it. And that's Chris. Vindication, Jake Franklin, Jake the Viking also tweeted out saying Jimmy knew. And then he says, I called it because these texts have been revealed. And it has been confirmed that it is actually Mr. Beast. It has been linked to his official account, as I mentioned. Oh Lord, it's going to be a long night. Okay, so I gotta mention a couple additional things that are happening on the side. Chris Tyson is being accused of SA by someone. I was SA by Ava Chris Tyson. Moon Mooskina has come out with their story here. I'm not gonna go into it. You can go ahead and read it if you want. A lot of stuff going on here. I pretty much gotta censor all of this, or YouTube's gonna nuke me again, which I don't want. He's done. This is the nail in the coffin accusation. Is anyone else not surprised? Now, turns out, because the situation got so huge, Chris Tyson's own sister has come out saying that Chris is faking being trans as a fetish. I'm his sibling.
Fetish?
He, and yes, I use the correct pronoun, told me that
Nah, that's a fetish is insane. What?
he got fully aroused when he secretly stole my female clothes and put them on. He's deluded and disturbed, and it's 100% a fetish. He's narcissistic, and professionals have told him he needs a full psych eval. This would be absolutely groundbreaking if he was mocking the LGBT community by, you know, pretending to be trans or something like that. But I can't confirm any of this. These are allegations from other people, right? So I'm just reporting on it. And
yeah, but it's his sister. Why would the sister talk just bad? This is the man who we watch and got inspired. Yeah. True. Like, out of anyone, I was not expecting Mr. Beast to be faking and doing all that shit.
Before anyone says anything, yes, it is confirmed that is Chris's sister. Former Mr. Beast employee Jake the Viking says, after seeing all of this, I'm glad that they fired me. I think nobody wants to be involved with Mr. Beast anymore, and he's gonna have a really hard time hiring people anymore. Now we gotta move on to the Mr. Beast Games situation. Basically, Mr. Beast is doing an Amazon show called Beast Games, and it's essentially one of his videos, but on a very wide scale, right? And tons of people are coming out with so many allegations that the environment was incredibly unsafe, with allegedly people being denied medication, being beaten by other contestants, given very little food. Some allegations that girls were tackled and assaulted by guys on the show with zero repercussions. Mr. Beast is a monster. Mr. Beast's alleged contestant speaks out, claims unfair teams and contestants being depressed after. Mr. Beast just wants to psychologically disturb people.
They eliminated 400 people the first day. Those 400 people, the majority of them were forced by the other team members to be on the specific team they were. Some were just about like physically like assaulted to be put onto
like
one team,
fake.
which ended up making it like the weakest team.
Like AI generated. Then did someone die? No. They just got injured, I think.
Since it was a lot of like elderly people, petite women, and people that just, I mean, they weren't willing to take on 6 guys that were surrounding them trying to take their vest so that they can actually be on that. Of the 400 people that left, the majority of them, I'd say at least half, are all extremely depressed. Like, Mr. Beast is a monster, and the games that he does are really cruel and sick. I mean, there are a lot of updates that I'm gonna give. I made a video last night when I was prepared and planning on stuff last night.
Yeah, she been mewing.
It was supposed to be $1,000. That's like nothing. 4 months. It was gonna take 4 months to get to me. As Mr. Beast and his staff knew that I was homeless and had.
Alright. Make sure you get milk though. Peace out.
Nothing when I went on the show. And I had to buy stuff for wardrobe to be on the show. Many people, sometimes they hadn't gotten their medication for like 2 days. Some of it was like epileptic medication, like really vital, necessary medication.
Okay, so some people are saying that she might be exaggerating, you know, blowing it out of proportion, or she's just salty that she lost the game and she didn't win any money and she's a sore loser. Now, that could be the case.
Could be.
But considering she said she wants to game end herself, that would seem sort of serious. Also, you'd think that Mr. Beast would help out one of the sort of homeless contestants, seems like in line with his values, but apparently not. Now, the only reason I showed this person is because there's also tons of other people coming out saying the same thing, including reporters who went to the location and nurses in nearby hospitals where Mr. Beast filmed, saying that there were people severely injured and the
Yeah, severely injured, didn't die. That medication as a rich man, yeah, crazy.
Conditions were super inhumane, right? Where people were denied medication and food and proper hygiene. Now, a blast from the past for Rosanna Pansino, the YouTuber with like 15 million subs, who was complaining about Mr. Beast's hide and seek challenge. She also made 2 videos about this. Here is the first one.
I wanted to keep you guys updated on what I've been hearing about Mr. Beast's Beast Games. Since I posted my video yesterday, I've pretty much been talking with more people involved with the show all day. At this point, I've lost track, but I think it's nearing like 100 people who have reached out to me with their stories. Each person has their own experience and their own opinions, but overall the stories that I'm hearing just break my heart. I have never heard of anything like this on any set. So today I want to read a statement from another contestant who shares many of the same experiences with the other stories that I'm hearing.
Okay, there's going to be a lot of reading. Feel free to skip this part, but I'll try to interject my commentary and let you know what I actually think. I was a contestant until the end. I also didn't accept their hush money. It was really bad. People were having seizures because they weren't getting medication, even though we were promised we would. It was 100% rigged and presented as though the games would be like Squid Games, basically a type of game show where all the games are at an even playing field. That was not at all the case. The games were about speed and strength. I assume this is similar to the Netflix show Physical 100, where it's like physical challenges, right? So only the young athletic males were at an advantage over the women and elderly people that were casted. To make things worse, men started realizing they could take out the women without being eliminated. Guys started tackling and hitting women. 2 girls were tackled and passed out on the field and dragged off to continue filming. I saw people with broken bones, stitches, and most were women. This is straight out of an absolute horror show, and the fact that multiple people are coming out with this is absolutely insane. I'm really hoping some contestants come out who haven't signed NDAs and let us know if all of this is true or false, because this is an insane scandal. We were given maybe 400 calories a meal and only fed every 12 hours. Food would run out and people would fight, steal, and hoard food. What kind of sick game was this? I thought this was a regular Mr. Beast video, but they're fighting over food and water? Water was scarce and kept running out as well. I had to sit with a bloody pad for 2 days before I get undergarments and my reusable pads because I'm allergic to regular pads. We're also sleep deprived, only allowed to sleep 3 to 4 hours. We all slept on the floor on the stadium in a $10 sleeping bag. Damn. They offered anyone who lost $1,000 to sign away their rights to join any kind of class action lawsuit of any kind. That is an insane thing to even offer in the first place. Isn't that implying that you've already done something really wrong? I didn't sign, so I did not get the money. After the article came out and things started blowing up, they called everyone back and decided to offer an additional $1,000 per person to make up for the inconveniences. And we'll get to the article as well, because that is yet another
got so much money.
They knew it was bad because they also offered to provide therapy sessions using their own insurance. And it wasn't Amazon Prime that called me, it was the Mr. Beast crew. So this therapy session would coincide with what that woman was saying about how she wanted to neck herself. I mean, initially, I did think it was a bit far-fetched because it's a game show. But if what they're saying is true and you were beaten and starved, I mean, yeah, you would want to neck yourself and you need therapy sessions, right? I mean, this would be an insane story to make up by 10 different people at the same time. I mean, that's kind of crazy to me. So I'm inclined to believe at least some of this stuff happened. Possibly they're exaggerating, but at least a lot of the bad things did happen here. We were set up to fail, and when men started tackling people to get them out, nothing was done about it. They were not even eliminated. The game that had to do with the briefcase, it literally felt like Hunger Games, while Mr. Beast is standing on his podium, looking down, watching all of us peasants fight for a chance at $5 million. I know it's a game show, and even with the waiver, it's a company's responsibility to have safety protocols in place to try to prevent injuries. That is not what was happening here. The fact that there were nurses at the hospital in Las Vegas are also confirming all the injuries that happened is proof they did not have to sign an NDA. So this is what gives the most credibility to this situation, because even in the article it mentions that, yeah, the nurses are confirming these stories as well, because they were getting a sudden influx of injured people, and it was all coming from the Mr. Beast challenge, dude. And I think the reason this happened is because Mr. Beast is used to dealing with 100, 200 people at a time, maybe. And he went straight to 5,000 or something, like way more than he can handle. And, you know, he didn't have the staff. He didn't have the sort of team to handle all of this. And this absolutely blew up in his face. Here we got yet another contestant with another story. I was expecting for this competition to be hard, but I did not expect to endure what I did. It was a shit show, to say the least. I believe they were in over their heads and did not plan very well. Here are some of the things I experienced. No one was using a microphone to make announcements, so it was very hard to hear what production was saying. A lot of things got missed. I had to hear through the grapevine about certain things like when they had Gatorade, when we could go to medical, and when they had snack bags. This just seems like a really poorly organized event that led to an absolute disaster, you know? They handed out undergarment bags to everyone alphabetically by last name. I did not receive my undergarments until the second day of filming. After the first competition, they hadn't fed us in a while and I was feeling lightheaded. I asked someone if they had anything to eat, and they told me to push through and basically suck it up. Oh, you want food, peasant?
Oh,
no,
wow.
not here in the Mr. Beast. This is a dojo, all right? You don't get food, pal. On the first day, after 12 hours of having contacts in my eyes, I asked someone if I could go to medical to take them out, and they told me no. I witnessed 2 people that had seizures, and it took medical several minutes for them to get there. I'm assuming this happened because they did not have access to medication, but I could be completely wrong. Medics should have been on the field 24/7, ready to go at all times. Why are people having seizures at your event, Mr. Beast? What the heck? I heard people were being pushed and shoved by males. I received an email yesterday checking how they're going to check footage.
Bro's trying to get his money. I ain't gonna lie, bro. A lot of ads. I mean, I don't blame him. This will probably give him a lot. Money's money.
And because they take violence seriously, they should have done this during the game and not after the fact. I would say most of the challenges were definitely geared towards strong and fast men. Yeah, I mean, if you got eliminated and then the next day you realized they cheated, that would be completely messed up and probably illegal. Like, because despite the fact that this is like a game show or whatever the hell, they have to follow certain rules, or you're just, I don't know, wasting people's time and essentially lying to them and breaking your contract. When all the contestants arrived back to the hotel, we were supposed to have flights booked for us to go home. I woke up the next day and with no flight information. With so many contestants trying to go home, I heard they would not have all the flights booked until a few days later. That is so messed up. I had to book my own flight and use money out of my own pocket because I couldn't wait that long because I had to return to work. They're going to reimburse us, but there's no telling when I will see the money. They gave out Feastable chocolates. Oh yes, the 30 grams of sugar that'll load everyone up with some diabetes real quick. My group hoarded chocolate because we weren't sure when the next time they would feed us, and we were afraid we would get hungry. I mean, honestly, this stuff sounds straight out of a survival horror movie or something like that, where there's some evil game show lord who is messing with the peasants and shit like that. I don't know how much of this is legit, how much of this is confirmed, but I can't say there have been multiple people reporting the exact same thing with the nurses in the hospital, with the contestants.
The statement I just read doesn't even cover the half of what I'm hearing. I'm also waiting for confirmation that there were only 2 ambulances for well over 2,000 people, the contestants, including the entire crew. And I'm speaking with someone from the crew right now to get confirmation about how many people were on the crew.
Now here's a picture that I probably blurred. It's essentially somebody's leg that is badly bruised, and apparently they have broken bones after attending this Beast Games event or whatever, and they got brutally assaulted. Another contestant says no medications, no undergarments, despite supplying 5 days of only electrolytes were Gatorade handed out, ran out of meals for people, water would
that'd be an interesting job.
Run out, was not a safe space. Many of us knew it would be mentally challenging, but the danger we were put in and lack of care was unexpected. No clear communication between staff, making it worse. People were prepared to go into a Mr. Beast challenge. They obviously know it can be challenging because they've watched the videos, but they weren't there to be literally tortured. You know, from some of these stories, if these are true, this is torture, all right? Denying somebody food, water, medication, and, you know, basic sanitation is absolutely insane. One contestant noted production staff hired locally were treated poorly, with some working shifts in excess of 24 hours in a row. Medications such as inhalers, contact lenses, feminine hygiene products were surrendered, which caused concern among the production's medical staff. Yeah, that is really weird. Why are you confiscating medication? What challenge will their inhaler possibly help them? Oh my god, you need to breathe? I'm sorry, no breathing allowed in a Mr. Beast challenge. Contestants were asked to give production team several pair of undergarments, which were not returned upon disqualification. That is crazy. Stealing people's underpants is nah. Nah, you taking my underwear.
What?
We have beef for life. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, what?
I'm sorry, that is crazy, bro.
That is
Mr. Beast
weird,
representative
very
says this
weird.
information is inaccurate. What a great elaboration. It's just inaccurate, guys. Is Chris, even my friend, inaccurate? Just yeah. Didn't know any of this, actually. Am I doing illegal lotteries on YouTube for children? Inaccurate.
Then all these things Mr. Beast built in Africa, does that mean everything got built was then taxed by the corrupt government of Africa? I don't know. Yeah. I hope the charity things he did, like building houses and shit, I hope that's real, but yeah, I'm starting to think that's not. I'm starting to think like they built some weak ass houses that will like fall apart in a week or something. I don't know.
Actually, a hospital employee told us, I'm aware of 3 or 4 hospital evacs today. Overnight shift said it was insane, so not sure if or how many hospital evacs were there. Production is a shit show and unprepared for the scale, making decisions as they go along. The bare
And the
bones medic
corruption,
staff
yeah.
on site is not adequate and were overwhelmed last night. They compete at night. Let me know what you guys think about all of these Mr. Beast accusations. There's so many coming
Horrible,
out.
man.
Stay tuned. There's even more stuff coming. I talked to Dogpack, one of the Mr. Beast employees behind the scenes, and yeah,
Chris
he's cooking, man.
Tyson
He's cooking, all
single-handedly
right?
caused
Plenty
the
more to
down of
come,
Mr.
and
Beast.
I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful.
I mean, actually true, yeah. If he wouldn't do that, people wouldn't like check it more. Chris caused Mr. Beast to fall off. This after this one. This is 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Pretty sure I've seen that one though.
Holy shit, man. So my motherfucking main nigga Chris Tyson supports child porn. He's into that freak ass shit. We gotta protect our youth. We gotta protect our kids and our goddaughters and our
Coming
nephews
from you
and
is
our
crazy.
nieces and our cousins from weird ass freak motherfuckers like this. You feel me? If
I
you
mean, I
guys
feel
don't
you,
know
but,
who the
like-
fuck Chris Tyson is, Chris Tyson
Acts like he ain't the
is a
CEO,
transgender. I got nothing against gays. I got nothing against transgenders, nigga. If you want to chop your fucking dick off, split that shit down the middle like a Polish sausage and turn that motherfucker into a pussy through plastic surgery, you go right the fuck ahead. Whatever you do, that's your fucking decision. I don't give a shit. It ain't my fucking life. Why do I give a fuck? When you
Kinda
start
is your
having
life.
an influence on the kids, on our youth, that's where I got a big fucking problem. You know what I mean? And
It's
so,
funny as hell.
Chris Tyson, he hangs out with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is one of the most popular YouTubers out there with over 150 million goddamn subscribers. Holy fucking shit. Chris Tyson and Mr. Beast, they took a picture. I believe it's the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards or some bullshit like that. Chris Tyson, he was seen kissing his son on the lips. My nigga, it's your son. Me personally, that is some suspect ass freak fucking shit. Where I'm getting the whole child porn shit at is Chris Tyson is friends with somebody named, I think his name is Chadman, whatever the fuck his name is. And Chris Tyson and Shadman, excuse me, they're into lolicon. And if you guys don't know what lolicon is basically my nigga, the way I'm gonna describe it, lolicon is basically Japanese manga that is little kids getting fucked and getting sexually abused and sexually fucking molested by goddamn by their older parents through anime Japanese manga and the fucking weird ass freak ass emo comic book type shit. You know what I mean? You know how like you get like the manga, the Japanese manga, little comics and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's basically
2 extra sons. No, bro. No, that's insane. tough snitch you on your tears. The Pelican isn't big enough for two of us. Takes one to know one. Right message, wrong messenger. Friendly fire. EDP getting mad because Chris is buying all of them. She decides to expose him. This could be in another timeline where EDP is not a PDF file. Bro is a zombie that ate a hypno shroom. What? Hypno shroom. Destroying the competition. This is like if Bill Cosby called out Epstein. Yeah, what is a hypno mushroom and how do you even know about it? Pretty sure I've seen this though.
I got a bunch.
Yeah, I've seen it. It is a good video though. Let me go by newest. When a zombie eats a hypno mushroom, it makes the zombies turn on them. Oh. This aged well, huh? Avocado can predict the future. This is zombies versus zombies, yeah. That's interesting. The fact it kind of became real, yeah. This actually kind of happened. Yeah, he predicted it. Mr. Beast games. He knew all along. Crazy.
There are many mods available for Fallout New Vegas. Some fix small things you'd probably never notice. Some add new weapons or textures, new characters or new quests. But then there are the mods that add it all, effectively
Without
becoming a
taking
new
any
DLC
damage.
for Fallout New Vegas. Can you beat Fallout the Frontier without taking any damage? Before downloading the mod, I made sure to do no research of any kind, just like with
Probably.
The
I'm good.
overwhelming majority of weapons in Fallout New Vegas are designed.
Only boxing gloves, probably.
Hyvästi, teismeline mina. Aeg
In
lõhnata
24 hours.
Old Spice, kauapüsiv, julge, parfüümi kvaliteet. Meile meeldib lõhnata nagu teismelised, see sobib meile. Enam mitte. Lõhnamiseni teismeline mina.
Lenor esitleb. Kas pesule on võimalik anda välisõhu värskust linnas elades? Nüüd on see
27 hours.
tänu uuendustele Lenorilt. Kasuta Lenor Fresh Air efekti ja saa pesu, mis on sama värske nagu õues kuivatatud. Proovi meie parimat värskust.
Cocaine
No matter
ads?
what you
Nah.
do, Fallout New Vegas always begins on October 19th.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know.
I'm trying to platinum every game I own. Currently, I'm making my way through my top 5 games of all time, and
Far
today...
Cry is the best game. But I don't really care about platinum.
Alright, so right here I've got a little American badger. Hello. So cute. So let's pick him right up.
Bro is like hissing. Nah, bro's pissed off. That is all the links though.
20 minutes to midnight in the year 2281.
Nothing
in your
else to
typical
watch.
20-hour playthrough, you might finish the game in mid to late November. But what if you woke up
Alright.
after being shot in the head and the doctor told you you've only got 1 day left? Would you make the most of it, or would you ask yourself, can you beat Fallout New Vegas in 24 hours? When I say 24 hours, I'm talking about 24 hours according to Fallout New Vegas' in-game clock. Time works differently in Fallout New Vegas compared to our
In-game.
world. The default time scale used by the game is 30, so every minute of real time is 30 minutes in-game, which theoretically gives me a mere 47 minutes to beat New Vegas. I'll come back to why those 47 minutes are imaginary in a little bit. I used a mod to keep the clock on screen all the time, and the timer begins at 23:41 p.m. The next time you see that time on screen, I'll be dead,
Even more of
or
a
the
challenge.
challenge will be over. My special stats are all based around getting through New Vegas as quickly as possible. There are no restrictions to weapons or skills or movement. For a single day,
Right.
I can do anything I want. Timer's gone though, it comes and goes as it pleases. Put another way, time stops in dialogue when you're picking skills, when the pit boys open, when you're
Right.
loading into a new area, during mini games like hacking or picking a lock, and even, believe this, when the game's paused. I'd love to say this is a normal speed run, but it just isn't. Before leaving in the dead of
isn't?
night, daylight savings time struck again, thrusting me towards 8 a.m. at breakneck speed. I anticipated going through this challenge multiple times, and I won't cheat by using console commands to change the time. The new start time is 8 a.m. on the button. Trust me, by the time we're finished, this will be inconsequential. You won't have time to worry about your toothache when you're being tossed into a volcano. Those of you who've been around here for a while have a general sense of what my intentions are regarding completing New Vegas as quickly as possible. Yes Man's ending is the quickest, and the quickest route to his heart is through Cazador Canyon. With time still being my most important commodity, I made sure to waste none of it by killing the Cazadors and their families in the alley. Their experience pumped me up to level 2, and I'd need all that experience if I was going to get speech up to 100 later on. I hung out at Bonnie Springs for a little while longer, after I impressed myself by using a grenade launcher to launch a machine gun towards me. Left a little after 10, zapped the bighorners for more experience, hotkeyed my armor so I'd only have to wear it in combat. You move faster when you're not wearing armor. Discovered Red Rock and immediately tested the fast travel system. Fast traveling takes up valuable time that can't be wasted on frivolous nonsense. It takes an hour of time to go from Red Rock to Good Springs via the mouse button fast travel combo move, but on foot, you can't even reach the dead bighorners before 45 minutes has flown by like it was only 22 seconds. Not that it mattered, the strip was my goal. The fiends, pissed about my harassment of their cows, burned me alive and cut off my leg. By the mid-afternoon, I'd made my way out to the field shack camped out by Nellis. I never had the minutes to spare to stop and buy more medical supplies. I couldn't put any extra points into medicine because there are no spare points. And sleep? Idiot. So, what did I do? I carried George to the boomers as a show of good faith. Peace between nations, some other second thing, all that great shit. Losing my Georgie was worth it, only so I could learn that tossing him was far faster than dragging his body. After surviving their bombardment, I thought maybe just this once I could do something stupid. Why talk to the guy at the gate when you could sneak into their base and assassinate their leader? I assumed, because of advanced age, that she wouldn't fare well against my spiked punches to her fanny. She weathered the blows better than I expected, so I took off my gauntlets and dropped a stim pack to even the odds, but the doesn't play fair. She ran away momentarily, tipping the odds in her favor, as the shock of her maneuver left my guard down enough for me to get both my arms broken in one move, forcing me to flail my wet spaghetti noodle arms against her until she died. With 2 factions down and no discovered locations near the strip, I spent 40 minutes traveling to the underpass in style, and another 90 minutes making my way to the strip itself, where of course I couldn't afford to get in. However, what most of us in Mitten Squad didn't know was that you don't need money to get in if you're willing to kill. The Securitrons at the gate all have keys locked inside their Mitten compartments. Speaking of killing, a good bit of it happened at the strip. I began with the Omertas at Gamora, used the spike knuckles on them until Shrek showed up and made me sad when I killed
Unarmed
him.
is really the
Played
best.
grenade catch with the white gloves in the Ultralux, made sure to kill Chauncey
Welcome
for
back.
eating people, could have reached out and poked Mortimer's eye out with my spear, threw it instead, missed, entered the tops, and as the minute hand approached the part of the clock to represent midnight, I approached Benny. Lacking any charismatic charm, I failed to convince Benny to head upstairs for some alone time, tripped off the stairs, impregnated his head with a spike. He lived, believe it or not, just not for very much longer.
Impregnated?
Then I ran up to his hotel
Pause.
room for unknowable reasons. Swank followed me up there, as did everyone else. Luckily for them, I had love and hate and bad jokes to go around. At level 7, I still hadn't put any points into speech, because I'm not relying on speech ever in this challenge. I spoke to Yes Man to
Right.
get his wheel moving. Met him over in the Lucky 38. I played catch.
Just to watch an hour of Fallout 2, all of camps. No, I don't think so.
With a gun in the basement by myself, thought, barrels hurt, maybe my next New Vegas video could be with only
Half of it? I guess. You can link it. We'll see.
A barrel, and back upstairs, I arrived at the point of no return. 5 hours left. I didn't f up the Great Khans enough. Still hadn't met the Brotherhood, and then there's the rest of the game. I failed. I did not beat Fallout New Vegas in one in-game day, but that's okay because I never wanted to. Round 1 is always the practice round, even if everyone, including me, agrees that it isn't. I learned a lot, knew what mistakes to correct, and reloaded the save to begin again. The big picture remains the same, Yes Man ending as quickly as possible. The special stats and skill setup are identical as well, because the challenge starts at 8:01. After all that shit's been set in stone. I didn't consider for a second during the entirety of this challenge that using the Fallout 4 menu mod could have consumed valuable minutes, since time usually stops when you're looting in New Vegas. Consider it a compromise for the 20 in-game minute difference between when the clock first showed up and the time I used as my start. Those 20 minutes are the dark horse of round 2. I considered slapping the dislike button on the way out of Doc Mitchell's birth canal after being misled about what I was getting into with this life. Set off for Cazador country once again, this time not stopping to pet them with a grenade. Doing so would distract me enough that I make a mistake like falling backwards off a rock and cracking my dome in half. That's what the hat was for. I did with the jackals again. This was a neat kill. And arrived at the blown apart house a whopping 20 minutes earlier than I did in round 1. To deal with the cons, you've got two choices. Talk to one specific con, or kill their leaders. You know what I did. I know what I did. This bitch came up to me with a sword and a shield. I had a gun. I had to assert my dominance. In the last go-around, I never touched the Brotherhood of Steel. They're not conveniently anywhere near anywhere I wanted to go. So I took a shortcut across the desert through Fiend territory towards Hidden Valley. The path there led me to Camp McCarran, where I borrowed an NPC soldier's uniform on the off chance I'd feel like riding the monorail later.
Bondora väikelaev. Rohkem infot bondora.ee.
Abducted Veronica, came dangerously close to considering using the use any ammo in any gun glitch from my last New Vegas video, decided against it, got into a boxing match with a lobster in Scorpion Gulch, which is a horrendously unpleasant place to be when you're without cloth. Inside the Valley bunkhouse, Veronica predictably made my life harder by refusing to open the door like a good tool. As I've said all along, time is rare. I couldn't stand around waiting for her to walk to the door.
Yeah, that's
I knocked her out with a bullet, tossed her over by the door, and waited for her to wake up like a gentleman. With the Brotherhood of Steel now an afterthought, I used 3 of my remaining hours to travel out to Nellis. Veronica assumed when I knelt down with a gun that I was proposing I kill her. It wasn't her I was proposing to kill. Pearl passed away at 12:41 a.m. A few hours later, in the wee hours of the morning, I hit the strip and took Benny's life as well. Got the platinum chip, assumed I took care of anyone worth caring for in the Gomorrah casino, raised speech up to 100, ended the reign of Robert House, and wiped out who I could at the Ultra Love, but injured myself in the process. Running low on time, ammo, medical supplies, and functioning limbs, I ran for the gift shop, was accidentally rude to Sarah, and she didn't have any medicine for me. Out of options, I ran for Yes Man. The entirety of the Tops followed me up to Benny's room, paid me back in full for everything I'd done to them, ending round 2. At this point, it should be clear that you cannot beat Fallout New Vegas as Jack Bowser by using
you know what to do.
Conventional means. So, we get unconventional. Round 3, back to 8:01. To prove how different things will be this time, I began by putting Doc Mitchell's head on the wall. A tumbleweed killed the vibe I had going on the way to the Chet store. I'd gone there for a 357 revolver and a handful of bullets. For technical reasons I won't attempt to explain, you can use some weapons in New Vegas to soar through the sky like some sort of winged creature that doesn't exist. To do this, buy a weapon that reloads 1 bullet at a time like a revolver and at least 2 kinds of bullets. You need at least 3 bullets in total. Every time I had 2 bullets and tried to do this, I got punched by an infinite reload animation that overpowers the pause button. To do this glitch, hotkey the revolver, equip it, and start walking. Double tap the button to swap ammo types and bring up the Pip-Boy as soon as you can, while still holding W to walk forward. Unequip the revolver, put the Pip-Boy down, and take to the sky. But be careful, any sloped surface can and likely will send you up beyond the clouds. But the expectations of fall damage can be subverted by quick saving and quick loading just before touching back down on solid ground. This one teensy tiny trick saved more than an hour of in-game time getting to Red Rock, giving me time to kick back for a minute and play exterior decorator while also searching in my peripheral vision for Regis. He was inside the Great Khan clubhouse, waiting with his sword and shield for some dip with a spear to come and try his luck against him. My victory came at a price. I had Papa Khan's sunglasses, but I was also 1 hour ahead of schedule. Too much of a good thing, as they say. In addition to using the power of flight to fly, you can also use it to reach places you simply couldn't on foot, like the desolate barren wasteland that exists in spaces Todd didn't intend to be seen by your eyes. I played every card I had all at once, 52 pickup style, when I got stuck atop a telephone pole while being pelted with bullets. I had no runway. I could only hope I achieved liftoff midair. Then I spotted the king of ramps, the piece de resistance, not that cement, the seesaw. I think I'd have been happier if I'd slammed nose first into the monkey bars like I did as a children. I told you what Todd did as a preemptive warning about this section. The sands near Black Mountain are a dangerous place for my kind. The walls are camping with active camo, but I'd gotten what I wanted all along. I was safe from Kowalski. I desecrated his rock and flew away before I could hear him start sobbing. That's how I got stuck. I needed a vantage point to watch both him run to me and Veronica wonder where I went. Just in time for a late dinner, I descended down the stairs to the Brotherhood's bunker to knock them off my checklist.
You can use that?
Flew away, and couldn't have landed in the Death Claw part of town any worse than I did. It's raining, it's pouring, my poor feet are wet, and not even an hour later I lost an hour of progress because I gorged on disillusionment. It had to be the glitch not working anymore. It couldn't be me f***ing it up because I couldn't rage quit a game and watch a tutorial for something I just spent the last hour perfecting. Back in my calm down pants, I got spammed by this ramp, used an NPC uniform I scavenged to ride the rail into the strip, and stormed the tops at around 9ish. Not right at 9, every second counts, but I still value public perception among make-believe characters above the success of my own idea. I didn't bother meeting Yes Man. Should you eliminate the house before talking to him, you'll only have to go up there the one time. Nothing wacky or unpredictable happened inside the Ultralux. I turned an angel into a Cyclops in Gamora. Apparently they employ ghouls among their ranks. Mr. House thanked me for delivering his gift, invited me down to his basement, and I made the mistake of doing nothing for an hour. The demonstration itself took an hour as well. That's almost 20% of my total time gone if you're bad at math. I killed House at about 150, told Yes Man to meet me at the Lucky 38, he popped himself into the mainframe, and I started to wonder if I had time to save the president. It turns out, I didn't. Somewhere in the madness of stealing the sunglasses off Papa Khan's dead head, I failed to speak to Regis. Nothing short of becoming a fighter jet would get me to Red Rock in time. Fast traveling out there ate up 2 hours, so that's another 2 hours, which gets us to 7:15. And I went through Camp McCarran. I can't just fast travel to the Strip's North Gate. For a record-setting third time today, I failed to beat Fallout New Vegas as Jack Bauer. Now, in attempt number 4, with all the knowledge of my forefathers behind me, the real game begins. My final run. All bullshit is allowed. Glitches, exploits, cheese, only console commands are off limits. I ransacked the doctor's house for an assortment of medical supplies. Bought a .32 pistol from Chet thinking it would be like a .357 revolver. Chet wouldn't make eye contact with me after that embarrassment. I made eye contact with Easy Pete's revolver, took aim, he called out for himself, I snagged his gun and fled the scene. Landed on the other side of the forbidden door. I don't know what mod this is from, but I don't have the mental fortitude to relive Squidward's dream level right now. I pulled out the binoculars to see if my ears were playing tricks on me, rolled into Red Rock Canyon, spoke to Regis, and marked a waypoint for Hidden Valley. Veronica is too far gone for me to reach her. She's a useful tool, but completely unnecessary to get inside. Not going to 188 Trading Post to get her meant I could spend a while stuck in an invisible hole with these rocks. Near Black Mountain, I stopped giving a f*** about Deathclaws. I can't outrun them, but I am faster than them. To enter Hidden Valley without Veronica and without a level 100 lockpick skill, I returned to the reliable method of cheating by quick saving and quick loading in rapid succession.
Arvad, et meil on ainult pidu ja pillerkaar? Täpselt nii ongi!
Session to clip through the door.
I installed Fallout 1 on your phone. Does not work. I mean, yeah, it's not meant to be a phone game.
New Vegas doesn't accept that as a possibility.
But probably somehow could be playable. Because, I mean, it's pretty old.
Most assumes you got in there the natural way, and you're home free. 2 factions down in less than 6 hours. I bought grenade rifle grenades, a railroad rifle, and a ripper from a robot. Put on my only hat, flew past George, said goodbye to Pearl, and graced the strip with my terrifying presence yet again. Offed Benny, walked with my eyes wide and my jaw on the floor at the sight of being on the strip with Benny dead and the sun still out. With House very dead, I ODST'd down from the great ramp in the sky, melted Marjorie, I rippered and teared things apart in Gamora, did the yes man and used the railroad rifle against the chairman. It's awful. It's a Fallout 3 gun. I don't know why I have this. After informing Yes Man that I exist and he could meet me at the Lucky 38,
World, yeah.
I went on over there and Victor welcomed me to Vegas. Mr. House died hours ago. Victor is supposed to shut down after House dies. That festered in the back of my head while Yes Sir uplinked himself, and I rambled about all the people I don't care about. Finally, real, tangible progress has been made. Unfortunately for me, I hadn't discovered the El Dorado subbase yet, nor any location near it. Traveling out there robbed me of 2 hours. The return trip did as well. 3 hours, 20 minutes left. I'm airborne. I overshoot the gate in my enthusiasm. Run for the light, but it's only papier-mâché. A set piece in a better man's story. What's weird is I didn't need to hurt the robots to get back into the strip, but I couldn't fast travel directly to the gate. That's good game design. I've got a good handful of time left, and the second battle of Hoover Dam begins at 2 p.m., 4 hours past my bedtime. Before jumping to any absurd conclusions, I paused the challenge, waited until after 2 p.m., then started the battle again to see if I'd be placed back in time at 2 p.m., and New Vegas crashed. Then I waited until around 8, let's did this, and it's 2 p.m. again, meaning, once and for all, you most likely cannot beat Fallout New Vegas in one in-game day. But after running through this enough times to put Fallout New Vegas Speedrunner in my Twitter bio, I had to reach the end of the game with some degree of success. I'd babysat my parents' house in the weeks prior to this challenge. I went through a bunch of my old stuff, my 8-step plan for getting an Xbox 360 for my birthday, complete with 12-step backup plan. I found the year my soul fled my body, but more importantly, my Calc 1 notebook containing formulas for adding time to time. I had 3 hours and 21 minutes left on the clock when I spoke to Mr. Yes. He drags me to the dam at its most busy at 2 p.m., giving me until 5:21 p.m. to confront the legate and save the day. The top side of the dam is a straight curved shot to the first tower. Inside, I didn't bother using the revolver to fly through the corridors, partly because it's a confined space, partly because the NCR had their entire flock waiting for me after I overloaded their generator. A storm rolled in while we were in the tower, setting the stage for me to straddle my handgun and ride it to the Legate's camp to confront Linus. We agreed to postpone the fight for the time being. One guy didn't get the memo. His firing animation upset me almost as much as lining up this jump over the fence but forgetting to jump. After killing the nameless one, I flew over the gate, and walking into it from behind won't trigger the cutscene with General Oliver. With only an hour left, I clipped into the gate by save scumming through the gate. Oliver's guy gave me an ocular pat down. I had Oliver tossed from the dam and did not beat Fallout New Vegas in 24 in-game hours.
Damn.
If you enjoyed the video or learned anything...
I mean, he was close, though. Where you linked... Picture... Abomination. Oh, yeah. Abomination. I remember. Companion is my favorite. Going with Doggy, because he ain't complaining what you do. To master down to kill him, and he accepted he was wrong. Guess what? What? Killed himself by detonating a nuke. Killing himself, other mutants and cultists. Oh wow.
In our last episode, we arrived at...
But I don't know, my favorite... Robot. You can make a custom robot.
San Francisco and explored Chinatown. There we found a Brotherhood of Steel outpost, and the Brotherhood asked us to travel to the nearby enclave base called Navarro to retrieve some vertibird plans for them. We also learned that Navarro is just a vertibird reef.
Oh, yeah, it is 1 hour. I thought it was 1 minute and 33 seconds.
fueling station. We need to head. I also learned that Navarro is just a vertebrate refueling station, so it's likely not the place the Enclave took our missing tribespeople. And we need to head to Navarro to get these vertebrate plans and see if we can find any clues that point to where the Enclave took our people. Now, the Brotherhood told us that Navarro is heavily guarded. A frontal assault is likely not going to work. Instead, they recommended that we leave our companions at San Francisco and infiltrate Navarro by pretending to be an Enclave recruit. And so, wearing nothing but our vault suit, we hop.
Skip the 5 minutes.
hobuse seljas tagurpidi ratsutamine näib raske, kuid tegelikult
I don't know
vajab
if I wanna
parfüümi
watch this.
kvaliteediga Old Spice 3 dušikeeli, et saada mehelikud lõhnad juustele, kehale ja näole kõik koos. Mees, sa lõhnad hästi.
Wait a minute, pal, says the chosen. Yeah, Steve Vertebrate. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me, says Chris. But in case I see one of these vertebrates, whom should I be telling? Oh, we can say, well, you can tell the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood, says Chris. Yeah, well, I'll do just that. Meanwhile, I got things to do. But the Chosen One notices his hesitation. Wait a minute, pal, says the Chosen One. Obviously, I've got some powerful friends, and they tell me Navarro is here. Now you tell me where, or things will get messy. Hey, says Chris, I'm just told to shy off visitors and such. I don't want the kind of trouble you're talking. Then I would suggest you tell me the best way into the base. Now, we can say. And Chris says, well, I suppose that would be through the trap door in the floor of my room. Just go and leave me be. All right, we can say, I'll do just that. But then Chris walks off, and the Chosen One notices something. He's pulling out a radio. He's going to alert the whole base, we say. I've got to deal with him quickly. And before Chris can make it to his hut, we can kill him. If we killed him fast enough, we killed Chris before he could warn the base. And we gain 500 experience. But if we arrive here at Navarro after having talked with the Brotherhood of Steel at San Francisco, we can try to use the plan they suggested, which is to impersonate an Enclave recruit. To do so, we find an option after Chris stops us to say, hey, have you ever heard of the Enclave? Are they around here? And Chris says, Enclave? That a group or something? That don't ring no chimes with me. But, what do you want with them? And we can say, oh, well, I want to join. Join up, he says. You're a tribal. What makes you think they'd want a tribal? And his posse, no less. Now, I read that he's not supposed to mention the posse if we came here by ourselves, but this is a bug. He mentions them anyway because the car counts as a companion in terms of this dialogue check. So this is a scripting error. In order to convince him, with our highwayman here, even if we're otherwise alone, we have to pass a speech check. To do so, we can say, I'm serious. I'm looking to join the Enclave. Wait a minute, says Chris. Are you trying to say that you're one of the Enclave replacements? If that's the case, then why aren't you alone? And again, due to this bug, we have to pass another speech check to proceed. We can say, well, I hired an escort. And if we pass it, he says, damn, sorry for the hassle. I'm supposed to clear a bunch of newbies coming through here, but I got to weed out the trash. Anyway, just go up to the gate, through the woods there, and give them the password. It's Sheep's Head. Oh, and stay on the path. Thanks, we can say. And with that, Chris lets us by. Now we can explore his little service station here. Heading through the door, we see a room to the right that leads to the garage. All the containers here are empty. Moving out of the service station, we find a shack attached. This must be where Chris sleeps. If we try to access the door, Chris stops us and tells us not to nose around. In order to get in here, we've got to kill Chris. And here, we find the hatch on the ground that Chris told us about. Heading down, we find a back passage that leads to Navarro. It's a long hallway. Or, if we convinced him that we're a new Enclave recruit, we can follow the path through the woods towards the gate, like he suggested. Now, there is a third and final way to get into Navarro from here, but we'll talk about it in just a minute. Following the trail through the trees, we find an exit grid to the northwest. On the other side, we find Navarro, and we can talk to the guards.
Halt! This is federal property. No admittance without proper authorization.
Oh, well, I have my pass. It was right here.
Don't give me any excuses. You need to either show me your pass or give me the password.
I'm sorry, I lost my pass and I don't know anything about a password.
I suggest you leave this installation immediately and do not return here without proper authorization. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir. If we try again...
Halt! Back again. You moron! Well, you better have your pass or know your password this time. Well, I'm waiting.
Oh, to hell with it. Bite the bullet, jerk. He and
What?
the other Enclave here turn hostile.
That's retarded.
This is pretty tricky. Because not only do we have
Why
to
not
kill
say
these
the
Enclave,
password?
but we have to destroy the guard turrets just outside. So instead, when he confronts us, we can say, I'm a new recruit. I was told you'd be expecting me.
I see. May I have your password?
And if we got it
There
from
was literally
Chris,
sheep.
we can...
Didn't use. There was literally sheep shed option before. Brug Burger.
Say, sheep's head.
One moment. Okay, you check out.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck.
We find a couple of computers in the guard post, but they're not active. Heading through the gate, we see the dog kennel just off to the right. That must mean the drill chief is in the adjoining room. Opening the door, we find him standing against a wall. Now, if we infiltrated the base without posing as an Enclave recruit, he says,
Welcome to Camp Navarro. A civilian? How in the hell did a civilian get on this base? I'll have someone's ass for dinner. Get the civilian off government property.
If we try again,
Well, I'll be damned. I had the bunch of you escorted off this base, and here you are again. I don't think you're civilians after all. More than likely, you're spies. Sound the alarm and execute these maggots.
he attacks. But if we successfully convinced Chris that we're a new Enclave recruit, he says,
Welcome to Camp Navarro. So you're the new replacement. You are out of uniform, soldier. Where is your power armor?
It just so happens that you're wearing it. I'll just take it off your dead body. But that wasn't smart. They all turn hostile. So instead we
why
can
would you say that?
I wasn't issued any armor.
Don't have any? You expect me to believe that, maggot? The truth is, you lost an expensive piece of Army issue equipment. That suit is going to come out of your pay, and you will remain in this man's army until you are 510 years old, which is the number of years it will take for you to pay for a Mark II powered combat armor you have lost. Report to the armory and have a new suit issued to you. Then report back to me, Private. Dismissed.
Yes, Sergeant. If we talk to him again...
Soldier, you are still out of uniform. I gave you a direct order to report the supplies and get
I'm
your
not
issue.
cut out for this.
Now get out of my face and don't come back until you look like a soldier!
Yes, Sergeant. I'm on my way. Or instead of saying we weren't issued any, we can say, the base didn't issue me any. They said it would be issued here.
Those paper-shuffling jackasses. How the hell do they expect me to run this unit if they keep shortchanging me on supplies? Double time it over to the armory and get your issue, then report back to me. Dismissed!
Yes, Sergeant. Okay, this Sergeant Dornan is quite a character. Looks like we better find that power armor before talking with him again. The containers in Dornan's room are all empty. There's a room to the north where we find a couple of scientists, but they don't say much to us. Since we're still out of uniform, all they do is tell us to get in uniform. And that's the story with everyone here until we're wearing power armor. So before we can proceed with the story, we really got to get this armor. We see a freight elevator here, but we'll explore it in a minute.
Gotta be
Moving
emerged.
across the road, we can enter the building to the west. We see a bunch of tables. This must be where the Enclave eat. And we find a kitchen to the south. Here we find a man. Son, he says, I can tell from the smell that you're not wearing one of them powered armor suits. If the Sarge sees you out of uniform, you're screwed. And I ain't talking the type of screwing that feels good. Now get your ass down to supply and suit up. Where's that, we can ask? And he says, take the elevator in the next room down. Follow the hall to the main junction, turn left, and it's the first door on your left. Off you go. Thanks, we can say. The tables and shelves in this room are empty, as are the nearby barracks. So we can take the freight elevator down to the first floor. We arrive in a long hallway. Heading all the way to the end, we arrive at a crossroads with yet another freight elevator. This one leads us to a computer room with a scientist. We'll make good use of this later. So, going back down, we can try to find this armory. Turning right, we see a guard in front of a door. You must be looking for the armory, he says. Go back down the hall, turn right, and it's the first door on the left. You'll get your issue there. Thanks, we can say. Going down the hall, we find another elevator, and we see a door to the right. This door leads to a long hallway, which ends at a ladder going up, which brings us to Chris's shack. So this is the back passage we would have arrived at had we come in this way. But this is not the armory, so back down the ladder and retracing our steps, we can cross the hall to enter another room. Here we find the quartermaster. I'm busy right now. Come back later. I came back later, but I never got him to say much of anything else. There's nothing in his desk, but moving into the room beyond this, we find a number of lockers. In one, we find a plasma rifle. In the next, we find a 10mm SMG, 10mm ammunition, and small energy cells. In the next one, we find a suit of advanced power armor. This is the issue that Sergeant Dornan sent us to retrieve. Wearing this, we now appear as any other Enclave soldier. This is the best suit of armor in the game. It has a DR of 55 and a DT of 15.
Nice.
It grants +4 to strength and +60 to radiation resistance. This means we can give the T-51B to one of our companions. The locker next to this is empty, but next to this, we find some microfusion cells, energy cells, buff-out shotgun shells, and a combat shotgun. Next to this, we find a blue memory module. Another strange item we don't know what to do with yet, so we'll keep it for now. And in the final locker, we find some explosives. Now that we're dressed in our power armor, the Enclave treat us as one of them. Moving back to the hallway, we can take the elevator at the end of the hall. This leads us to a small room by a satellite dish. We'll explore this way later. Heading back downstairs, we can go down the southern hallway. At the end, we find a room to the right. Here we see a big computer and a scientist standing outside. Yes, soldier, he says. What is this place, we can ask? This is the computer room. That's the mainframe over there. The interface terminal is next to it, and these devices are the holotape data storage units. This is the latest and the greatest. So what do you do here, we can ask? I'm the senior computer analyst, he says. I get to maintain all of the equipment here. We can say, can I use the system for a minute? You know, check it out. This is a speech check, and if we pass it, he says, well, I'm not supposed to allow anyone other than trained personnel to use the equipment. It's all rather complex and delicate, you understand. Well, I promise not to break it, we can say. And he says, all right. You can access the system from the terminal over there. Just be careful, please. They'll shoot us both if you damage that machine. Oh, and the guest password is Snooky. Snooky, we can say? What the hell is a Snooky? Snooky, he says, is my girlfriend's nickname. I think it's cute. That's her out in the hall, by the way. She's one of the guards. Yeah, says the chosen one. Cute. Thanks. Now that we have the password, we can access the terminal. Please enter your password, it says. We can try to hack into the system, and if we fail, the computer says unauthorized activity detected in main computer complex. Security alert! Security alert! Crap, says the chosen one. We set off the alarm and everyone turns hostile. However, if we pass the hack, we find an option to initiate the welcome program. Alternatively, of course, we can enter the password we learned, Snooky. Welcome to the Enclave, says the terminal. You have limited system privileges at this time. For ease of use, the system has been equipped with a common English parser. Please enter all requests as English sentences. Where are the vertebrate plans located, we can ask? Searching, accessing current inventory records. Data acquired.
Skip
Current
2
records
minutes.
indicate that one set of vertebrate schematics are in stock. 4 copies of the vertebrate schematics have been ordered this quarter. 4 copies of the vertebrate schematics have been delivered this quarter. 3 copies of the vertebrate schematics have been reported lost this quarter. The vertebrate schematics are housed in maintenance. Searching. Accessing base architectural files. Data acquired. Base commander's office is located below ground in the northeast quadrant of the base. Sounds good, we can say. Thank you for accessing Enclave
and
Net.
shit.
Logging off. So the main Enclave base is located in the Pacific Ocean? Now, the computer said we could take a vertibird there, but that option was ultimately cut from the game. There is now only one way to get there, and that's to find a ship in San Francisco to take us there. But first we have to find a key to reactivate that ship, which is being held by the base commander. Heading out of the computer room, we see that guard standing in the hallway that the scientist told us about. "Why are you looking at me like that, soldier?" she says. "I hear you're called Snooky," we can say. "I think that's cute." "What? He told you that?" "When I get off duty, I'm gonna kick his ass."
Nah.
"Move along, soldier, and wipe that smirk off your face." "Okay," we can say. Moving across the hallway, we open a door to enter another lab. We see a desk here. If we try to open it, the scientist...
How's everyone doing? Well, I'm doing normal as always. Nothing really going on.
stops us. "Stay away from there," he says. "I hope you have a good
How about
reason
you?
for interrupting my work, soldier," he says. "Well, I wanted
See your face. I mean, true.
to ask you some questions, we can say." And he says,
Good,
"Very
that's what's
well.
up."
I have to live with you, Grunt, so I might as well make an effort to get along with you." "Who are you?" we can ask. "My name is Schreiber, Dr. Schreiber. I'm the base physician, among other things." "Don't bother with your name, soldier. All the grunts look the same in that armor of yours." "Well, what do you do here?" we can ask. "I work as the base physician, but that's just a sideline. Actually, I'm a geneticist." "What's a geneticist?" we can ask. "I really don't think you have the intellectual
Holy
capacity to
fuck.
understand my
I'm
work,
coming.
soldier," he says. "Let's
Well,
just say that I can customize people or animals." "Well, what is this place?" we can ask. And he says, "This was the base med lab. However, I felt that my experiments took precedence over the minimal medical needs of the soldiers here, so I had it converted into a lab. In this room are empty, so heading out we can go down the hallway and open the door to the south. As we do, Snooky takes us aside. "Sorry, soldier," she says. "That area is off limits to
Talking
base
death
personnel. I have to ask you to leave. But if we got permission from the doctor to take care of the death claw on the other side of this door, we find an option to say, 'Doc wants me to kill the critter for him. He doesn't want to do it himself.'" And she says, "I knew that bastard wouldn't have the balls to do it himself. Oh no, it's okay if one of us gets screwed up. Oh well. Go on and good luck, soldier." "Thanks, Snooky," we can say. Opening
say
the door,
Snooky.
we find a death claw.
"Greetings, human. I am the warrior Zarn.
What are ya?
Are you to be my executioner?"
"I don't know," we can
You can
say.
rescue?
"I'd like to know why you're here." And Zarn stares at us intently for a moment.
"Very well. The Enclave created my people as a slave warrior race. They enhanced our intellect, hoping we could better understand their commands and yet not recognize our status as slaves. They failed. We are much more intelligent than they suspect.
Oh,
We
shit.
decided to play the fool until we could gain our freedom. Our chance arrived when the Enclave decided to test us outside their control, here on the mainland. Dr. Schreiber opposed their decision, but he was overruled. Not accepting the Enclave decision, he chose exile to this base, captured me, and has been performing experiments to determine my true nature. He has been successful. When he reports his findings to the Enclave, my people will be hunted down and slain. I must escape and warn my people."
Oh no. And we know that his people are already dead. And we realize that had we gotten here sooner and killed Dr. Schreiber before he alerted the Enclave, we could have saved them,
Wait, what?
preventing their attack. But we didn't. How
actually
could we
could?
have known? but we don't find an option to tell Zarn here the fate of his tribe. Instead, we can say, if this guy is such a threat, then why didn't you just kill him?
Recently, I began to consider just such an action, even though it is not my way to kill. I am certain the doctor noticed because he stopped seeing me in person. The choice is no longer mine to make.
Thanks for the story, we can say. It was interesting. Now, if, when we met Zarn, we instead said, yes, I am your executioner, he says,
so be it. I do not intend to go quietly, human. Let us make this a battle to remember.
I'm ready, we can say, let's party. And with that, Zarn attacks.
I am going to tear off your limbs and beat you with them.
He's a tough Deathclaw, but in our new Enclave power armor, his attacks do minimal damage.
Yep. One shot.
When he's dead, we can go back to Schreiber, but he has nothing to say about the death of Zarn. No thank you or anything. Or, instead of killing him, when he asks us if we're his executioner, instead we can say, no, I'm here to rescue you.
I find it hard to believe that an Enclave soldier is here to rescue me. More likely, you are here to build up my hopes so that you can dash them to pieces.
No, look, I really am here to rescue you.
You are my last hope, so I will place my trust in you. That door over there leads to an air shaft that exits into the woods above. I should be able to climb the shaft and gain my freedom. However, the door is securely locked and requires a passkey to open. Find the key, unlock the door, and grant me my freedom.
Sure, we can say, I'll do it. And now we know why Schreiber was so cautious about the drawers to his desk. Heading back into the doctor's office, we can talk to him. Back again, he says. What can I do for you this time? Are you sure this room is soundproofed, we can ask? Of course I'm sure, he says. The commander would have a fit otherwise. Why?
Oh, he's gonna kill him?
Well, we can say, I don't want anyone to hear your screams as I experiment on you.
Hey, yo!
And with that, Dr. Schreiber flees. But he doesn't flee far enough. With Schreiber dead, we can try to talk with his dog. The life functions of my master have terminated, he says. Are you my new master? Ha, we can say, a talking dog. 1, says K9, I am a dog. 2, I am communicating with you vocally using the common English language. Therefore, it is safe to assume that I am a talking dog. Now, do you intend to answer the question that I posed to you a moment ago? Yes, we can say. Are you my master, he repeats. And we can say, sounds good. Excellent, says K9. I am in need of repairs, master. My motivation unit has been removed. Find it, replace it, and I will join you.
It's a companion.
Any
That's
idea
cool.
where I can find this part, we can ask? And he says,
way cooler would be if the Deathclaw could be your companion, but probably not.
I am not sure, master. I would try maintenance. It is upstairs in the northeast corner of the base. I'll try there, we can say. If I don't find it, I'll look around for it. We don't find anything on Dr. Schreiber's body. Then, opening his desk, we find a blue passkey. Heading out of the lab, we can go back to Zarn.
Hello again. Have you found the key to the door?
Yeah, I've got it. I'll open the door for you, we can say.
Thank you. I will not forget this.
You're welcome. Then, moving south, we can use the blue card key to open the door.
Thank you again, my friend. I owe you a debt that cannot be repaid.
With that, Zarn leaves the room and walks down a long hallway. At the very end, he climbs a ladder. Now, this is not the only way to save Zarn.
What?
Remember at the beginning of the episode I said there was a third way we could sneak inside this base?
Yeah.
Well, if instead of following the trail through the woods to the northeast, we walked west, we eventually find an air vent near to some rocks with a waterfall. Accessing it, we can climb inside the base.
Bro.
We go down a long hallway and arrive at Zarn's door.
This is cool.
Now,
There's
to
so
open
many
this door,
other ways.
We do have to have the blue passkey.
Do it.
But thankfully, Dr. Schreiber's desk is not the only place we can find one. We actually already have this passkey. We found it inside the Gecko power plant. If we have it with us, we can simply use it on Zarn's door, and he walks out to his freedom. Alternatively, if we...
Interesting, but you never talk to him, but he still says like thank you, same shit.
Didn't kill Chris fast enough, and he ended up radioing the Enclave and tripping the alarm. When we clamber down here to Zarn, he says,
Greetings, human. The base is on full alert. Are you by any chance the cause?
Yes, we can say. Who are you?
I am Zarn, Pack Warrior. Allow me to join you and fight at your side for our freedom. Together we stand a chance.
Well, that's
Alone, who knows?
Fine, we can say. We are in this together. Load up your claws and let's party down.
I thank you, human.
That is cool.
Let us kick some Enclave ass. Pack Gruthar?
And with that, Zarn joins us as a temporary companion. If we choose to assault...
That is cool, though, but temporary. Would be cooler forever.
The base head-on, Zarn will fight for us. But even with his help, it's a difficult fight. After freeing or killing Zarn, we now have to find the base commander to get the activation key for the ship in San Francisco. Heading out of the hallway, we can turn right and again talk to the guard at the end of the hall. Sir, what is your business here? He says. Hi, I'm new here, we can say. And the guard says quietly, you must be lost then. This is the base commander's office. Nobody's allowed in here unless the old man sends for you. Nobody sees him, we can ask. And he again responds quietly, nobody.
This is Fallout 2.
Yeah. Well, just the cleaning crew. They usually come by in an hour or so. Other than that, this place is off limits. Now, you better head on out. Okay, we can say. Now, if we're stupid, we can talk to him again. And this time, when he asks us why we're here, we can say, I'm here to clean the commander's office. And he says, yeah, right. I tell you the cleaning crew's coming, and then you magically just become...
Yeah, that's actually funny.
Yeah. One of them? You haven't even left my site. You think I'm a frickin' moron? Get out of here.
You moron.
So, that didn't work. If we try to access the door anyway, the guard says, secure all stations. We're on alert. And he attacks. So instead, we'll try to be a bit more crafty. Moving down into the hallway, we can wait an hour. Then when done, head back. He's not going to recognize us behind this helmet. This time when we say that we're here to clean the commander's office,
smart.
The guard turns to the door. Commander, cleaning detail is here, sir. Yes, sir. And then he looks at us. Go on in. Heading inside, we find the commander standing by a table. Make it quick, soldier.
detail,
I don't
yeah.
have all day to stand around. Yes, sir, we can say. Instead of cleaning, we can inspect his containers. The second bookshelf is empty, but the first one has a big book of science and a copy of Guns and Bullets. If we try to access his locker and the base commander catches us, leave my locker alone, he says, or I will dish out some serious pain. We could ignore his warnings, in which case he attacks. Killing him is certainly one way to gain access to this locker, or if our sneak skill is high enough, we can sneak first, then pick the locker. Inside, we find a deck of Tragic the Gathering cards and a tanker fob. This must mean that the oil tanker that we heard about in San Francisco is the ship we need to find the Enclave. In the second locker, we find a plasma pistol and a stack of small energy cells. Then, moving into the base commander's bedroom, we can loot his containers. But annoyingly, they're all empty. Now, there is another way to do this, but it involves having a conversation first. If we retrace our steps and go back the way we came in, we arrive back at the Enclave's canteen. We can then go into the kitchen and talk to the chef, who, now that we're dressed like the Enclave, is willing to talk with us. Hey, soldier, you looking for some grub or just someone to talk to? Oh, let's chat a while, we can say. What you want to talk about, he says. What's going on around here, we can ask. Looking for some gossip, he says? I could give you the latest on what's happening in maintenance, the med lab, or among the grunts. Well, what's going on in maintenance, we can ask. And he says, Raoul, the vertebrate mechanic, doesn't like Quincy, the head of maintenance. Those two are always getting into it. I don't think it's a case of professional rivalry either. Anyway, Raoul's an arrogant ass, but Quincy's an okay kind of guy. I hope he wins in the end. Well, we can say, what can you tell me about the med lab? And he says, MedLab's been taken over by an Enclave egghead named Schreiber. Mean son of a gun. Don't care for nothing or nobody. He's been doing some sort of experiments on death claws down there. Don't know what, though. Anyway, he was making all kinds of noise until the commander ordered the room soundproofed. Information we already know and took advantage of. What can you tell me about the grunts, we can ask? Ha! We're talking romance, my friend. It seems one of the computer geeks has fallen for one of the grunts. The guard outside the med lab even has one of those cutesy names for her. Calls her Snooky, of all things. Anything else happening we can ask? Nah, that's it around this place, he says. If I hear anything more, I'll let you know. I like talking about it just as much as I like hearing it. Hey, I'm interested in the vertebrates, we can say. If I wanted to look at the plans, where could I find them? And he says, why are you interested in those? Oh, well, no matter. Quincy keeps them over in maintenance, I think.
Says it
Where's
anyway.
that, we can ask? A northeast corner of the base, friend, he says. Can't miss it. Where's the Enclave main base located, we can ask? And he says, I'm surprised you don't know. You must be local, I guess. Anyway, main base is in the middle of the doggone ocean. Well, not smack ass in the middle, but it might as well be. The only way to get there is by ship or vertibird. And the...
Well, there are Central computers, fun fact. Fall New Vegas, one power armor. Or was it invisible suit? Actually say something else. I don't remember.
The damn ship requires a reactivation fob. Fob, we can ask? And he says, yeah, a passkey. Commander keeps it in his office. Without it, you can't access some areas on the ship, and that keeps the locals down in San Fran from paying an unwelcome visit. So where is this commander's office, we can ask? And he says, take the elevator in the next room down, follow the hallway to the main junction, and go straight. If we got the information about the fob from this cook guy, instead of pretending to be a cleaning crew, we can go back down and try to bluff our way in. When he asks us to leave, we can say, oh, well, I have business with the commander. What is the nature of your business, sir? He asks us. And once we have this information from the cook, we find an option to say, we got a call from base security. Seems they're worried about the tanker passkey getting into the wrong hands. We're here to lock it up. This is a difficult speech check.
Oh.
If we fail it, he says, let me see your orders. And we can say, oh, I didn't bring them with me.
Oh.
And he says, then get back to comm center and have them print the order. But there is no option to have these orders printed in the game. We've got to pass this check. If we do, the guard addresses the commander. Commander, security detail is here. Main base wants the tanker passkey secured. Yes, sir. And then he looks at us. Go on in. With that, we can enter the commander's office. Talking to him. The fob is in the locker over there, he says. Have the duty officer contact me once it's secured. Dismissed. Yes, sir, we can say. Now, we can access the locker and take the fob without having to sneak and without him turning hostile. Now that we've done everything below ground, we can retrace our steps and take the elevator back above ground. Remember, Sergeant Dornan told us to report back to him once we got our issue. Now we've got it. Heading back to Sergeant Dornan, we can check in with him.
Excellent! You're in uniform now, so I'm going to give you a rare opportunity. We are going to start over as if I never met your sorry ass. Would you like that, soldier?
Yes, Sergeant!
Welcome to Camp Navarro. So you're the replacement. What's your name, Private?
Sorry.
I'm Oxhorn.
What was that? Did you forget something, maggot?
My name is Oxhorn, sir.
I am not a sir! I work for a living, you moron! You will call me Sergeant or Sergeant Dornan. Do you understand me?
Sure, Sarge. Whatever.
If I like you, you can call me Sarge. But guess what? I don't like you! Do you understand?
Yes, Sergeant!
Outstanding. Proceed on the double to the hangar, where you will
His
stand guard
roleplay is
duty.
so bad.
You will do a fine job. Do you understand?
What am I guarding there, Sergeant?
You moron! You are not to question my orders. When I say jump, you jump. When I say fight, you fight. When I tell you to die for your country, then you will certainly die. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, Sergeant! Now, this conversation is a bit different if we have a stupid chosen one.
Yeah.
When he asks us what our name is, we say, me Oxhorn.
Oh, lovely. They've sent me a moron. Listen closely. You will stand guard at the hangar. This is your duty post. You will go there now and stay on guard until told otherwise. Now move it, soldier!
Me go. Oh, that Dornan, man. He's gotta be so mean. At any rate, we appear outside the vertebrate hangar. We're on guard duty. Yeah, we can ignore this if we want, but if we do, we find Sergeant Dornan walking around. And if he catches us...
Cooper, what are you doing here? Get back to your guard post!
We appear back at the hangar. Oh, great. Sergeant Dornan is now doing a loop of the entire facility. He checks in on every soldier, but they don't really like him much. Good, you found your duty station, he says. Asshole, they say. If we stayed in one place when he gets to us, stay awake, stay alert, stay alive. And he keeps on walking. However, if we're not here when he arrives, he stops in his tracks and says, "Where the hell is that screw-up private?" before marching off.
Private.
What a brownie hound, says the other
What?
Enclave officers.
What does
Stay
that
at
even
your
mean?
post until you're relieved, soldier. Yeah, you'd better walk away. If we leave our post again, and he catches us a second time...
Moron! If I see you away from your post again, it will be the sorriest day of your short life!
And we appear back at our post. If we leave our post, and he catches us a third time...
You are a danger to us all. That will end now.
He and all of the Enclave here in Navarro attack.
Crazy.
Sergeant Dornan here is such a memorable figure that Enclave soldiers remember serving under him for the rest of their lives. The courier learns this when meeting Cannibal Johnson, a former Enclave soldier, during the events of Fallout New Vegas.
There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out.
Who's Sergeant Dornan?
He was a drill instructor I knew. He was also the meanest bastard I've ever known. Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went...
kas teadsid?
Et külmemas vees pestes säästad energiat. Fairy Extra Plus eemaldab tõrksa rasva ka külmemas vees. Fairy Extra Plus, särav puhtus isegi külmemas vees.
Went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. It was inspiring.
Looks like it would have been a better idea had we got the power armor and then not gone back to Dornan. Well, now that he's on patrol, we're gonna have to avoid him. We find ourselves at the northwestern corner of Navarro, in the vertebrate hangar, which is lucky. Maybe we can find some vertebrate plans. Heading inside, we find Raoul manning his post. Sorry, man, he says, but I don't have time to chit-chat, you know? I gotta get this bird working. The doc wants to fix his dog, we can say. He sent me for the parts.
Good stuff here if I
Hey,
want.
man, it's in the locker over there, he says.
Does he go to the to the base, like in the
Take it
ocean?
until the doc Raoul says hi. Heading to the lockers, we can explore the workbench first. In the bottom one,
I
we
guess
find
no.
microfusion cells and small energy cells. The top one is empty.
But that's not even possible. That would have been cool, though. Alright. That was interesting, though. Zach posted a clip, too. Surely it's safe.
These are Chinese safety videos, and they're absolutely terrifying because they're all based on real events. The scariest ones are the ones where there's nothing you could have done. So trigger warning, and be safe.
I mean, you gotta learn somehow, right? From other people's mistakes. That's insane, though. Like, the chances of this happening, and it happened. What the fuck? That as well? Holy. Some of these look like they were dumbasses, which proves communism is stupid. Okay. I mean, yeah, some are very dumb, like this. That's dumb as well. Why the fuck would you do that?
These are Chinese.
Alright. So will talk to us.
Uh-oh. Do you like me?
Huh, interesting. Alright, this was the last link. It's 22. I guess we're not playing Jackbox. There's not enough people. Yeah. How about tomorrow's teachings? These shits are always wild.
Coming up.
If you're going to find something else, coming up. Is it still coming up? No, I don't think. Wait, what? I don't know, spoilers.
Coming up.
There we go. You making beats? Alright.
Hey, Shin.
Hey, Kevin, you want to get Korean barbecue with me and Jake?
You know, I would, but I gotta make like 4 more beats by the end of the night. I'm gonna send them to Drake.
Bro.
Bro just got Drake's addy like that. Oh, he's underage, that's why. Makes sense.
Drake will never listen to your beats. Might as well just give up now before you embarrass yourself.
Kevin, what's this? Your report card, you got a D in math.
Mom, I can explain.
You disown us, Kevin. You're
That's a
disgrace to
grade?
our family.
Mom, I'm sorry I'm not smart like you are.
Shut up when I speak to you. You got a D in math. You're lucky I didn't put my D in your mouth because
Oh, what type of mom? Okay.
I'm transgender. This
Oh,
is unacceptable,
transgender.
Kevin. I'm calling you teacher.
This isn't fair, Mom. Just because you're good in school doesn't mean that I have to be good in school.
Don't you dare raise your voice at me. We'll talk about this later.
So, look, Mrs. Chang, Kevin is a great student. He pays attention. He's never tardy. Just having trouble with math, that's all.
How is he a great student if he's not good at math? That makes no sense, Mr. Gill. I want the answer now. What's going on?
I understand. You are upset. The reality is, there's nothing wrong with Kevin. He's just a slow learner when it comes to math. So, 2 options.
Slow on math?
One, I tutor him. I can come over to your house every day after school for about half an hour and go over everything we learned in class that day. I guarantee you his grades are going to go up. Option 2, he goes to special needs schools.
Special needs.
Kevin does not need that.
So what you are saying is my son is retarded. The only way for him to get better is to be tutored by a white man? What does a white man know about math?
What?
Okay. Okay.
A little racy over there.
Look, if you really want, there's a few border schools with math classes. They're for people on the spectrum. You know, undisciplined kids who get in a lot of trouble. Kevin doesn't need that.
Where are they? Where are they? Where are these border schools?
Oh, there's St. Gail's, the 30-minute drive north, and, well, I mean, there's 2 other ones, but like a 3 to 4 hour drive east.
No, that's not far enough. My boy need to be disciplined. My boy needs A+. Get off my house, you cracker. I will deal with my son myself.
Crazy.
Hello?
Yo, it's Drake.
Come on, Drake, bro. What you doing, man?
Drake?
I heard your beats, man. They fired on God. Let's get in the studio and work, bro.
Yeah. How do I get to you?
Dude, don't trip. I'm gonna fly you out to LA. I got you, my boy. Can you leave tonight? It's the only way that it will work.
Yes. I can do that. I can fly out. Yes, let's do this. You're not gonna regret this.
Cool, I'm gonna buy your flight right now. You have a younger sister by any chance? Age 12 to 17.
Okay, bro, that's my type. I mean, yeah, that's Drake. Yeah.
My type.
You're not good at math!
What type of teaching is this? Bro,
Sorry,
what?
son, but this is what you deserve. You are a dishonor to our family. No boy of my welfare in math class.
Is he getting buried alive? No, he's getting shipped.
Shut up, Kevin. I'm taking you to the post office to ship you. I'm sending you to North Korea. They have the best math school. Get out of my way. I'm going
Crazy.
to the post office. Who was that? I'm hungry. Shoot, I will have access. Good luck, everyone.
What's with the crashing noises?
My leg!
I'm hungry. Good luck, everyone. I have to eat.
Good luck, everyone.
笨蛋竟然抢我道，饿着呢，差点把我的炒面给洒了。最后道是我的。
Hyvästi, teismeline mina. Aeg lõhnata
Bro.
nagu mees. Old Spice, kauapüsiv, julge, parfüümi kvaliteet.
Meile meeldib lõhnata nagu teismelised, see sobib meile.
Enam mitte. Lõhnamiseni teismeline mina.
No way he got
Kevin's
shipped to
journey
North Korea.
had taken a terrifying turn. Originally intended to be shipped to North Korea, his fate seemed sealed. In the midst of the chaos, a stroke of luck struck.
Oh.
Kevin's crate, unnoticed in the confusion, tumbled off the ship.
Now he should have been dead. There's no air holes, no food, nowhere to shit and piss.
The turbulent waters carried it away, eventually washing it up on the shores of a deserted island, alone and uncertain.
You were out for a while.
Where are we?
Yeah.
Who are you?
My name's Trey.
Kevin.
Nice to meet you, Kevin. To be totally honest, I have no clue where we are.
What?
One day, my parents shipped me off because I wasn't good at math. And well, here I am.
Really?
No way.
My mom did the same thing.
Oh, we already have a lot in common.
So how do we get off this island?
We don't.
What do you mean we don't?
That was just an island.
We're out at sea, in the middle of nowhere. No one's coming.
How long have you been here?
6 months, maybe. I lost track of the days.
Yeah, GG.
God's plan. It's God's plan.
God's.
Drake!
This is Drake's Island.
Drake.
I'm supposed to meet
69
with
God.
him in LA to work with him.
Oh no.
It's all over now.
You were supposed to work with Drake?
Drake's Island.
Yes, I'm a producer. My dreams are ruined.
Kevin and Shin found themselves thrust into a world of survival, far removed from the lives they once knew. Each day became a test of their resilience and resourcefulness. They spent hours scouring the island, hunting for food, their senses sharpened by necessity. With limited resources, even the smallest catch was a victory. Amidst the challenges, their bond grew stronger, turning their ordeal into an unexpected journey of friendship and discovery.
You know, Chung, I never thought I'd get stuck on an island with someone
That was not his
actually
name.
gets me.
Yeah. It's crazy how things work out. We make a really good team.
Who thought that being bad at math would lead to this, huh?
It's a universe way of giving us a second chance. I guess we were made for something greater.
You think we'll ever get off this island?
I don't know. But as long as we're together, I think we'll be okay.
I mean, if you're stuck in an island, then yeah, I guess. Fair enough.
I'm tired.
Wait. Shh. Do you hear that?
Yeah. What is that?
What? You like gay ass shit?
Oh, no, wait.
What?
I know this place.
What are you talking about?
I've heard about this place. The Zaw.
The Zaw.
Grows on trees.
Zaza?
It grows Zaw?
Yeah. It's naturally potent everywhere. And they say it gives you powers.
Yeah. Zaza
Whoa.
tree. Yeah. Nah, what's with the music though? I just realized. Nah, bro.
We're floating. This feels nice.
I'm flying! I'm flying! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Yay. Like he fly all the way to home? What? Okay. Gotta have the Zaza. Super Zaza.
Hello, bed.
She gonna smoke the Zaza?
What's this? This is amazing. Wow, this is good stuff. Oh my god, I cannot see it. I smoke too much. Oh my god, I cannot see it. I smoke too much. Oh my god, I cannot see it.
One smoke makes you go blind? Okay. Oh.
I can see better than ever.
No.
I feel free. I have my vision back.
Mom? Mom, are you okay?
My boy, I'm so sorry for the way I treated you. My mind was blocked. It was not really me. I now can see everything for what it really is. I love you, Kevin. I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad I'm back too, Mom. I love you, and I forgive you.
Drake calling?
Hey, Shin, what's up?
No.
Dude, I didn't know your mom was a rapper.
My mom's not a rapper.
What?
Yeah, she is. I'm watching her right now.
Yeah? I don't believe you.
Right now.
Okay, fine. I'll look it up right now.
What did he just say? No.
Holy shit.
Pull up with the strap. Put up with my guys. Then I make you take a nap.
Hey.
My big black gap. I
Hey.
want to hear you, nigga. I want you.
What? I don't know about that. Okay.
If the food don't bar, I don't want it. Pull up,
Crazy.
nigga.
Gang signs.
I'm gonna blow you away.
Yeah, she's cooked.
Pull up, nigga. You're gonna get blown away.
Bro. Nah. How much does she get paid? Signs as well. Nah, bro, what? She doing
What's
gang
up, guys?
signs too. Nah, she's cooked. Bro, holy. It is all acting, so surely it's all fine. That's on me though if it gets cooked.
You've gotten a lot farther than you should have. But then you haven't met Frank Horrigan either. Your ride's over, Mutie. Time to die. Making our reactor meltdown means that things are going to be pretty hot in here soon. Pity you won't live long enough to see it. You're not a hero. You're just a walking corpse.
Yeah. It's crazy HP. He's not cheating? Huh. $440? What the fuck?
You haven't won here. You and your muty bastard friends are gonna join me in a big ol' mushroom cloud send-off. The work will go on. You didn't do nothing here except seal your own death warrants. Duty. Honor.
In our last episode, we either worked with Dr. Curling to release aerosolized FEV into the oil rig's ventilation system, worked with Tom Murray to cause a reactor meltdown, or blew up the computers controlling the reactor, also leading to a meltdown. No matter what we chose to do, we hightailed it.
I mean, no matter what, he's gonna try to kill you though.
Out of there, taking the escape route all the way back up to the top floor and out the exit grid to the entrance. But upon arriving at the oil rig entrance, we find a squadron of Enclave soldiers. Talking to one, "Halt! What are you doing here?" he says. "Well, just who are you, we can ask." And he says, "Sergeant Granite of EC Company." EC Company, we can ask? And he says, "Enclave Control Company. We're responsible for perimeter defense." Usually, that is. Oh, I see. Well, what do you mean by usually? Well, you know that freak, Agent Horrigan, just stormed past here. He's waiting for someone to try and make a break for it. Who's that, we can ask? And he says, he is some genetically engineered freak is what he is. Used to be the president's bodyguard. Secret Service agent Frank Horrigan. Now he's more than half machine. A Secret Service agent, and then we remember. Dr. Curling told us that he did a small experiment with FEV on one of their own Secret Service agents before deciding to use it as a poison. Could this Secret Service agent be the same genetically engineered freak the soldier was describing? Sounds like bad news, we can say. And he says, oh, that he is. And worse, he's going to mop the floor with you. He's tough, fast, and just plain mean. I've seen what he likes to do to mutants, and it ain't pretty. Well, I'm not a mutant, we can say. And, what did he do? I don't like to talk about it, says Sergeant Granite. It gives me nightmares. Oh. Let's just say that those walls aren't covered with rust. Exactly. Sounds like I'm gonna have a hard time getting past him, we can say. And he says that's the understatement of the year. I pity you, pal. Really do. And the Chosen One can say, pity me? You should feel bad for yourself. Your power plant's control computer got fried, and now you're headed for a meltdown. You're all dead men. Unless this is a speech check. And if we fail it, Sergeant Granite says, oh, yeah, tell me another one.
Can't hear
If the
it?
reactor's
Okay.
scragged, how come the lights are still on? Huh, Smarty? Tell me another one. And we can try to reason with him and say, well, that's just the emergency lighting. Hey, I saw where the computer was. It's not broken, it's gone. I'm telling you, you're all going down for the count. Unless...
Fair.
But Sergeant Granite says, don't you tell a pretty story. You make me laugh. You know, I think you might even last over the 1-minute mark with Horrigan. That would be a new record. Good luck, Muty. And the Chosen One can
Cool
say,
outcome.
gee, aren't you generous? I'd better warm up first. On you and your squad. And with that,
Wait, it's
EC Company
possible-
turns hostile, and we have to fight through them. But if we pass the speech check, he says, unless... Unless what? And the Chosen One can
Yeah,
say,
same.
unless you help me get past Horrigan to get to my ship. And he says, okay, okay. I can't talk for everyone, but my squad and I will do our best to help you put that freak Horrigan away for good.
Oh.
I don't want to drown like no...
So everyone wants him dead.
A rat. Good
that's
thinking,
interesting.
we can say. Let's go get him. We've got to get out of here. With that, EC Company moves west into the room. Following close behind, we enter the room
Oh, wow.
to see a very
You can gang them up. Interesting. Pause.
familiar figure.
You've gotten a lot farther than you should have. But then you haven't met Frank Horrigan either. Your ride's over, Muty. Time to die.
It's the giant mutant in power armor. The guy who killed the Deathclaws
Oh,
in Fall
turds as well.
13. The guy who killed Matt in San Francisco. And here he is, blocking our path. Frank Horrigan. Huh? We can say? Frank who?
Me, Frank Horrigan. That's who. United States Secret Service. You aren't going anywhere from here.
I'm going past you whether you like it or not.
Making our reactor meltdown means that things are going to be pretty hot in here soon. Pity you won't live long enough to see it. You're not a hero. You're just a walking corpse.
Hold on. Let's talk this over.
We just did. Time for talking's over.
And with that, he attacks. Now, it is convenient that Frank Horrigan intercepts us here, right where we left all of our companions. However, after Frank attacks, all of the machine gun turrets that were previously neutral to us turn hostile as well. We now have to fight this monster from hell and half a dozen machine gun turrets.
That's horrible.
Needless to say, it's an extremely difficult fight.
Pretty normal.
But there is
As
an
always.
easier way past Frank
How about you?
Horrigan. After convincing EC Company to assist us, we can slowly sneak into the room. EC Company walks forward, but they stop, waiting for us to finish our job. We can creep forward and activate the terminal. This is the first terminal we read upon arrival, and there was an entry here that piqued our interest at the time, but we didn't have the credentials. Logging into the President's user account, and now that we have the Presidential Passkey Security Override key that we got on Dick Richardson's body, we can choose the Counterinsurgency. And this time, we can activate it. Presidential Security Passkey recognized. Good day, Mr. President. Emergency counterinsurgency protocol initiated. Target acquired. And the chosen one can say, I think I'll stand back and see what happens.
Wait, that is cool. You can...
With that, the machine gun turrets lining the perimeter of the room attack Frank Horrigan. We recall that the counterinsurgency program instructs base security to attack previously loyal soldiers who have rebelled. By activating the counterinsurgency plan, we've fooled the security system into thinking that Frank Horrigan is instigating an armed rebellion. And then, so as not to be mistaken, as part of this rebellion, EC Company attacks Horrigan.
That went right in his butthole.
Our companions. In this way, Frank Horrigan is surrounded, being attacked from all sides. Our companions attacking from the north. EC Company attacking from the east. Yours truly attacking from the south. And the machine gun turrets attacking from all around. Despite this, Frank Horrigan is a tank. He soaks up bullets and spits them back out. After a long, long, long fight, and possibly the deaths of EC Company, at last, Frank Horrigan falls. Moving forward to inspect the corpse.
You haven't won here. You and your muty bastard friends are gonna join me in a big old mushroom cloud send-off. I just triggered the self-destruct. The work will go on. You didn't do nothing here except seal your own death warrants. Duty. Honor. Courage.
You can be really prepared and make it easy for you. That's cool. I always thought it was like 1v1.
And with that, Secret Service agent Frank Horrigan dies. We can't loot his body. All we can do now is race out the door to join our tribespeople and the Vault 13 citizens on the PMV Valdez and to make our escape back to San Francisco.
See võib olla viimane kord, kui sidet vahetad. OB uus menstruatsiooniaegne aluspesu annab lekkekindluse kuni 12 tunniks. Lekkekindel tehnoloogia menstruatsioonispetsialistidelt tagab kuivuse. Pole vaja pidevalt sidemeid vahetada, et saaksid olla muretsemata sina ise. Sul pole vaja vahetust.
Wait, no, but there's more. Will there be enough people? Me, Sabin, and Spam? I guess if that's enough. I mean, if we're all down. Alright, I'm down. next link.
And with that,
This is Super Moody Behemoth. I mean, Frank would win. Yeah. What? Alright. Yeah, he's better unarmed. Bro, let him die, bro. I'm still punching him. What the fuck? Let him die already. Why you keep punching him? Okay, alright. Cool party, nice. Oh no, bro is still alive. He just knocked out. Where are they going? They're like, fuck this shit. We're done. What?
Unity, or do you die here?
Join.
Die!
Join.
Die!
What, 3 minutes left? I don't know. Continue this.
and with that, Fallout 2 ends. As with Fallout 1, there are a lot of problems with the ending slides for Fallout 2. Some of them are missing the voice narration, some of them are missing the visible slide, some of them have been programmed incorrectly so that they don't even work. And so, for this video, I recreated them here as they were intended to be unlocked.
After the Enclave's destruction, the refugees of Arroyo and Vault 13 resettled, building a new community with the aid of the Garden of Eden creation kit. Finding themselves hundreds of miles from their vault, the members of Vault 13 chose to join the villagers in establishing a new community, and their technical expertise, combined with the villagers' survival skills, allowed the new settlement to grow and prosper. 2 generations of the same bloodline were reunited, and their savior, the Chosen One, became Elder, presiding over the village in the years to come.
If our village elder survives the oil rig and escapes with us on the PMV Valdez,
Arroyo's elder lived for many years after the destruction of the Enclave. She was pleased that the ancient separation between Vault 13 and the Vault Dweller had been reconciled, and many were the times she told you that she wished the Vault Dweller were alive to have seen the reconciliation take place. The elder passed away in her sleep, certain that the safety of your new village had been secured and was now flourishing. Many of the older Arroyo residents believe that she now lives in the Vault of the Sky, telling the Vault Dwellers of your brave deeds.
Charles and Frank Horgan had very little screen. Became very popular and remembered, yeah. I mean, their characters are pretty rememberable.
If we delivered the message from the town of Modoc to the Slags, and then joined Modoc in attacking the Slags...
Armed with flares and clubs, the people of Modoc invaded the Slags' underground city. The Slags were quickly defeated, and the Modoc residents slaughtered every man, woman, and child they found. Rumor of this vicious attack spread far and wide, and fear motivated Modoc's neighbors to attack and destroy the town.
If instead we delivered the message and refused to help the Slags, or killed all of the Slags ourselves...
The extermination of the Slags only created new problems for Modoc. Unable to find the Slags' underground cistern to sustain the crops, Modoc was hit hard by the resultant drought. Over the next several years, the people of Modoc either moved away or died of starvation.
If we just didn't bother to deliver Modoc's message to the Slags, but we also didn't kill them, we get the following ending. However, this ending has no voiced narration, so instead I'll read it. The drought lasts for another 7 long years. Even though the residents of Modoc attempted to weather the drought, their dreams, along with their crops, withered to dust. But if we made peace between the town of Modoc and the Slags...
Relations between the Slags and the residents of Modoc flourished. Between the two peoples, Modoc prospered and became a major farming community, supplying all the outlying regions with food.
If the Chosen One killed both Metzger and Rebecca in the den...
Without any viable economy, the den soon vanished into the wasteland.
If the Chosen One did not kill Metzger, but instead killed Big Jesus Mordino in New Reno...
Metzger's business in the slave trade soon faded with the removal of the Mordino family. The den continued to attract criminals, and Metzger's business practices delved further into drugs and prostitution. The den soon became a rallying point and a safe haven for raiders.
If the Chosen One did not kill Metzger, and also did not kill Big Jesus Mordino...
Metzger's slave trade in the den expanded greatly, giving him influence and power throughout most of the area. Breeding pens were started, and eventually, no one was safe from the threat of being enslaved. Travelers avoided the den, hearing of the evils committed within its walls.
But if the Chosen...
Sabin? You ready?
Chosen One decided to kill Metzger, but he left Rebecca alive.
With Metzger gone, slavery disappeared from the area. Becky's casino bar grew quickly, and Rebecca Dyer's reputation as an honest casino and bar owner brought her the business needed to buy out her competition and expand. The den flourished, and it soon gained a reputation for being a tough but honest community.
If the Chosen One turned Vault City hostile...
The slaughter of Vault City has become the stuff of legend. One day it was a thriving community, and the next, the body of its citizens lay strewn throughout the streets. It looked as if raiders had sacked the city, but no bodies of the attackers were ever found. Their vault was plundered of all its technology, and refugees from Gecko soon moved into the broken walls of the city.
But if the Chosen...
Alright. Top 4 Jackbox. Alright. Vote up. Jackbox. Title as well. Appreciate it, Sabin. Is it working? It's working. Guess.
Okay, intern, let me just set up your camera monitoring
Reminds him of
system.
Idiot.
Here we go.
Dakota.
Oh, nice. I'll be doing surveillance for a water park.
Awesome. Oh, no. These are cameras attached to bidets. You've got bidets for days. That's a good one. Anyway, have fun with the crapper cams.
Saving.
Hi, Dad.
Spam.
Breathe it in.
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, your government here. We've been kinda, sorta collecting information about all of you. Now, before you get all angry and call your congressperson, let us make it up to you by turning it all into a game that we call Espionage.
Alright.
Now let's administer some fun. Let's start with you.
Hi, Dad. We've collected data about everything, even this.
Protest marches.
What percentage of people have marched in social or political protests? Give it your best guess. You get more points the closer you come to the actual percentage.
You're still outside finally?
Got it. 58%.
Glad to hear it.
Everyone else, now it's your turn. Do you think the correct answer is higher or lower?
I'm gonna say lower. Tell your mom to go there more. Just to play football with people.
Everyone is saying lower. And Surveil says...
Oh,
26%.
way lower. I thought maybe like 40%.
30% of the right answer to get points.
26.
Sorry, not sorry. All right, who said lower? Well done. You get points. Okay, who's up next? Oh, here's one we've been especially interested in. Don't ask why.
Good start, yeah. Gone with you.
What percentage of people have worn socks with sandals?
Oh. Socks with
25%.
sandals.
What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Bro, I'm wearing socks with sandals right now.
It's unanimous again. Now let's get to the right answer.
Wow.
18%.
I am in that
Some middle-aged white
18%.
men were monitored in collecting this data.
Guess that's rare.
No one
What's
got it
wrong
right.
with socks and sandals, bro?
Next up, breathe it in. Okay, computer, what do you have for this one?
Yeah. Hangers.
What percentage of people have more plastic hangers in their closets than wooden or wire ones?
You meet a normal person. Yeah, normal. I'd say people have more plastic. I don't know, 60?
59%.
Oh,
All right,
59?
what do you think?
Sure. Just provide heat and sandals are the base, yeah.
Looks like an even split. Okay, right answer is 83%. No
83.
more wire hangers. Seriously, there's like no more of them. They're all plastic now, I guess.
Damn. That's a lot, though.
Who got it right? Nice job.
They
got
just
some
give
points
you a
for
jump scare. Some grass made you smarter.
Let's
That's
see where
good.
things stand after round one.
Breathe it in.
Like, what is happening right now?
Can you keep that lead after round 2?
Someone getting a blowjob? Soup.
Okay, who's first?
Wait, Spam has 0 points.
All right, buckle in. I got one
GG. Crowdfunding.
What percentage of people have donated to crowdfunding projects? We have an answer. 28%. In round 2, you can double down if you think the guess is off by 15% or more. Just pick much higher or much lower. If you're right, you'll earn double the money.
I think it's
If
just
not,
a little
you'll
bit
get
more up. I was
Breathe
gonna
it
say
in.
higher. Way higher.
Unanimously higher. And the correct answer is 70%.
Oh wow. W
Terrible
people.
guess. You need to be within 30% to even get points. Let's see who got it right. Here's some
I
points.
thought people are not really funding it anything.
And what have we here? Good job.
Like donating
Double
and shit.
points for guessing much higher.
Yeah, same.
Who's next? I don't know. How about
15 before the hour. Huh? That sounds sus.
instead of saying quarter to or quarter of,
Oh,
what
there's
percentage
anyways.
of people say it's quarter till when it's 15 minutes before the hour?
Tell you where exactly the money goes, yeah.
%35. Everyone else, higher or
Bro,
lower?
I hate when people don't speak like in numbers. I hate that shit. I'm guessing higher
Breathe it
though.
in. Running. It's
Just
unanimous
tell me
again,
exactly
and
the numbers
Surveil
when we're
says
meeting. What time?
42%. Wow,
Quarter
you're pretty
to,
close.
quarter off, quarter till. Like, shut the fuck up.
Who
Better
got it
donate
right?
to
Well
me to
done.
play
Good
VR
points.
horror. Nah, VR horror.
As for you, I'm sorry. Double downs only count
That
if
ain't
the answer is
happening.
off by 15% or more.
Unless you got $1 million, that ain't happening.
Okay, who's up next? Breathe it in. All right, Surveillance Pro, what do you have for this?
Or gamblers should know your money goes to the casino, I guess.
What percentage of people cut their fingernails with scissors?
I mean, I do that. I don't know. 64?
64%. Okay, higher or lower?
Uh, 7?
Okay, let's see the right answer. 3%! I wonder if those people have just never heard of nail clippers.
Y'all use nail
Let's see who got
clippers?
it right. Smart, yes. Here's your points.
We don't use either.
It's time for the final round. Through totally legal means,
I just
we
use
found the most popular answers to this
scissors
question.
made for nails.
When people think about yoga, what's the first yoga pose that comes
Your
to mind
nails to
after
cut your
downward
nails.
facing dog?
What?
The data's in. But only the top 3 answers will get you points. Good luck!
I don't know, I guess that.
Let's see what answers you chose.
Using nail clippers, skill issue.
And what are the most popular answers?
You got some points, yeah. What the fuck is a child's pose? What the fuck is a lotus? Tree? Damn.
Let's see who's the head honcho. Breathe
I'm
it in.
last. I fell off.
Congratulations! As a bonus prize, I'll tell you which presidents were really robots.
Vote up. Gas does make you smarter. I'll put mortar. Nice. Mortar. Well, guess we're playing murder. We're playing Trivial Murder Party. There we go. Join up. Chemical, you joining? Or oh, he said he won't. Alright. Guess that's all.
Welcome to Trivia Night. There are all kinds of general rules, but you won't hear them from me.
Alright.
First question. Fat Tuesday is always how many days before Easter?
The fuck is a Fat Tuesday?
Use your device.
Never heard of Queso Tuesday.
Time's running out.
Burger.
And the correct answer is... Who got
Wow.
the question right?
Kahoot?
Everyone is
Low
wrong.
key, we should play
You're in
Kahoot.
for a treat.
I need to make a teacher's account or some shit, right?
Welcome to the killing floor. Let's play the finger cutting game.
Finger.
Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's so easy. Just don't squirm.
We all failed. Nice.
All right, let's lose a finger. Good news. One less nail to cut. Here's everybody's scores. Don't get too obsessed with your numbers, though. It's mostly about the killing. Alright, next question. Which body of water becomes unusually warm due
actually
to
know.
El Nino?
Peaceful night. Okay, I mean you too. Everyone, honestly. Alright. What is El Nino? What the fuck?
Time's running out.
I don't know.
And the correct answer is this one.
Shit in my ass. Y'all
Which
knew
leaves
it?
Only you. Let's play a game.
I couldn't even go with it. That shit was
Welcome
cut
back
off.
to the killing floor. I want to see you spell. Use letters to spell the longest
I mean,
word
it
you
was
can
React-
before time runs
React
out.
Monday stream.
Everybody else will be playing along too.
Mainly
And
React-
if any of them spell a longer word than you, you will be punished.
You guessed.
Word time, go.
I'm cooked. Oh no, is that a word? Oh no.
You're almost out of time.
I tried to go
let's
for
see what you did
herpes,
there.
but hemps.
Let's see if anyone beat you.
Oh,
man, I was hoping you'd fail. I'm a
Yo.
total frenemy, right?
Close one. If I went with hemp, I would have been cooked.
Here's where everybody's at right now. How about this? What pest control company did Walter and Jesse use as a front for their meth operations on the TV show Breaking Bad?
I should know this. Fuck. Wait. This is speaking to me.
Who said this one?
Fuck. Vamonos pest.
The rest of
Sticks in my eyes.
Let's go someplace fun. Let's test your memory.
Oh, I'm
Memorize
cooked.
the pattern. Alright, let's hide my toys. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? And I will kill the weakest one in the pack. Was this the order you burned into your brain? How did you do? You're all equally forgetful. I'm going to enjoy this.
What? Oh, wow. Touché.
What? Down to one player at this point of the game? Well, call me Christopher Columbus because we're taking a detour. If you can somehow survive these next 2 questions, I'll give you a chance to escape during the final round. Let's try another one. I hope you keep up with politics. Which dignitary introduced the Puppy Bowl in 2014?
What? I don't know, this is calling me.
Who
Hillary?
said this?
Nope. Michelle.
Everyone is wrong. Let's go someplace fun. What a mess.
Obama.
I spilled blood all over my favorite piece of art. I think I'm using the wrong type of lid for this jar of blood. I really need to get out all the lids and match them, but that's gonna take like a whole afternoon. Memorize the pattern of blood.
Yeah.
Alright, that's enough time. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If your pattern is different than mine, I will kill you. Here's that art again, and here's what you did.
Ooh.
Not good enough, sorry. Bye-bye.
So close. Damn.
Terrible tragedy. I wouldn't go snooping around the old Jacob's
Should have
place if I were
cheated?
you.
Nah, never
They say
cheat.
terrible things happen there. A horror-themed trivia game show, but the questions weren't all about horror stuff. Honestly, it sounds confusing. 3 people died. Why is it always the dumb ones that suffer? Terrible. Now, if you don't want to buy a rocking chair, I'm gonna kindly ask you to leave.
Hi, the party's downstairs. Come on in.
Time to vote. Let's do something else. She needs for wars and exams, not for trivias. Well, one more? No. One guess. I mean, guess is fast. Fuck it. Then I'll raid the guy who you said. The fuck? My mouse? Mouse is cooked. Ah. Oh, it's a girl. Okay. Is she cool?
Why are my keyboard and desk chair covered in bird droppings? Anyone?
Oh yeah, Agent Squawkington is in today
ADHD
for a
loves
debrief.
monster.
Good for him. Doesn't explain why he took a dump on my station.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, the drink?
Well, it doesn't.
Trust me, don't make a scene.
Breathe it in.
Easy for you to say. You don't have to sit in Falcon mess. But I don't mind sitting in this Falcon mess. See?
Foolish old person.
Actually pretty comfortable.
Sounds gothic enough. Secrets. What? Oh. We got 5 people. We're in, I guess.
What's with the new vending machines? There's like 18
Rock burger.
buttons to press for a soda.
Oh, right. The soda's encrypted.
Here at the government, we are constantly watching everything. Like when you put an empty milk jug back into the fridge because throwing it away seemed like too much effort. It all gets stored and cataloged for government use, but here we use it to play espionage.
I feel like if you do cosplay, you're like freaky. Like in the bed.
Let's have some analytical fun. Who's up first?
Hoping we'll get a Juice Newton question?
Juice. Ain't freaky though. I mean, well, you never know
What percentage of
though.
people like their orange juice with pulp rather than pulp-free?
Make it a good guess. You'll get more points the closer your guess is to the actual percentage. We have an answer. 21%.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I
everyone
agree.
else, time to guess if the actual percentage is higher
I'd rather
or
take
lower.
pulp free than with pulp. But I think it's higher.
What do you think? Higher or lower?
Oh, Ben. You love
People are
pulp?
saying higher. And Surveil says...
Yeah, same.
44%.
44.
You get points, but barely.
Okay.
So, who picked higher? Well done. You get points. Next up.
Imagine sleeping.
Okay, computer. What do you have for this one?
Stacy. You're like doing too much with pulp. I don't know.
What percentage of people, upon answering the phone and realizing it's a telemarketer, hang up immediately? %. Everyone else, higher or lower?
Foolish humans.
Breathe
I'd
it
say
in.
higher, yeah.
Running out of time. Most of you are saying higher. Okay, let's see the right answer.
True. So annoying.
66%.
66.
As I like to say, we're a nation of polite people.
Thought it was in 50 somewhere.
Who got it right? Here's some points. Okay, who's up
You
next?
bro is AFK.
Breathe it in.
Yeah, looks like it.
This
Bro's
one's all
retarded.
about a room with a view.
So once it's 21%,
What
that'd be
percentage
cool.
of people have ridden in motorcycle sidecars?
Motorcycle sidecars. That's even more rare, no? You know what?
Anytime now.
21.
21%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Imagine.
Running out of time. Most of you are saying higher. And Surveil says 4%. And I didn't think it was
Wow,
gonna be that.
that's very rare. Yeah. Told you it was rare, but never thought it was this rare.
No, you were all just wrong.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro.
Who's next?
Yeah.
Oh, here's what
Let
we've
me
been
guess,
especially interested in.
50%.
Don't ask why.
Usernames.
What percentage of people have ever had usernames, email, Twitter, etc., with the number 69 in them?
If you join, you play. You don't leave. You don't stop. Do you understand? It will come out of your pay. With the number 69 in them.
50%.
Now, I don't think people
What do y'all
like them
think?
would care
Higher or
about the
lower?
rule. We don't need a rule. I mean, I'd say higher. We don't need a rule for a dumb
It's
rule.
higher. And the correct answer is
People who do this, they would not care at all.
9%.
What?
You gotta be within 30% of the right answer to get points. Sorry, not sorry. Let's see who got it right.
I like that's
Nice.
funny. Like a lot of
I've got
people
some
do
points for you.
69. I guess not.
Okay, who's up next? Let's see, what would be good? How about this?
Dead ass joke, I guess. Fair enough.
What
You know what
percentage
to
of
do
people have had their shoes
now.
shined at the airport?
Shine at the airport. Fuck you. Hey, yeah.
Time's away. 26%. Okay, higher or lower?
Airport is crazy though. But I guess yet again you're. I'll say higher. Cause you're in a hurry, and your shoes looks like shit, so you might as well, right? I don't know.
Hurry up.
Yeah, that was a good reason.
Most of you are saying higher. Okay, right answer is
Oh wow.
5%. I always tell them I want to be able
Okay.
to see myself in these Crocs.
Thought I had a good reason here to go higher, but I
You got
guess
it right.
not.
Well done. You get points.
They don't care about clean shoes. Let's go to point A to point B. Queso, please don't get my milk. Damn it, Queso.
Not bad, but things are a
Fuck
little
you,
different
bro.
in round 2.
Imagine
I'll
being
explain
so bad you get 0 points. What a loser. Hey, where's my milk?
First up,
Cupcakes soon.
typey.
Better be actual cupcakes.
What percentage of people have buried something in the woods?
Burger. Buried something in the woods. Finally banned someone. Let's go.
Got it. 34%.
That seems
In
creepy
round 2, you
question,
can now
though.
guess much higher or much lower. Pick one of those.
I mean,
and
it
you
doesn't
the
matter,
answer is off
whatever,
by
but
50% or more. If
still.
you're right, you'll earn double the money. If not, womp womp.
No, I saw spam ban them. It said fuck you or some shit reason. That spam site. Y'all ban them at the same time, I guess.
Hurry up.
I'm gonna say higher. I don't know. You could bury some random shit.
The majority say lower. Now let's get to the right
Doesn't
answer.
have to be a body, right? Yeah.
42%. Naturally, our agents will be following
You
up
raised
with
such
them.
a good mom. Thanks.
Let's see who got it right. Here's some points.
Hell no.
Next up.
Freaky shit. What?
Here we go.
You
My
can
favorite
bury a
sport.
fucking
That's
seed. I
curling.
don't know.
What percentage of people own bowling balls?
You can bury whatever random object. Bowling balls. Own them. You buried a condom twice? See? You can bury some random ass shit. Still freak. I guess.
You're almost out of time. 29%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
I mean, owning a bowling ball. I'm gonna risk it and I'm gonna do this.
Breathe it in.
Sometimes like 2%. Some crazy.
Time's running out. Higher or lower? People are thinking it's lower. Okay, let's see the right answer. 20%. I wonder what percentage of those bowling balls are named Devastator or Charlene.
No, we can't finish faster because we got a cucklord.
Points for you.
With 0
And
points.
what have we here? Ugh, I'm sorry. That answer was closer than 15%. Shouldn't have doubled down.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Who's
Hey,
next?
yo.
Breathe it in. We've collected data about everything, even this.
Sock sleepers. I have slept with socks on.
What percentage of people wear socks when they sleep at night?
Surely very low though. I cannot vote. Oh, what the fuck? Now I can. That shit was delayed. You know what? I'm gonna go 21.
21%. All right, what do you think?
Cupcakes, bro. They... Well, it didn't like this much before. Naked for life, crazy. At least have underpants on. I'd say maybe even lower.
People are saying higher, and
Well,
the correct
higher.
answer is
Yeah, even lower.
16%.
16.
I've got big points for that guess.
I mean, I would have guessed, but yeah.
Wow, everyone. was
Appreciate
wrong.
it.
Okay, who's up next?
Too much, I guess.
All right, buckle in.
guess.
I've got one for you.
Spinning.
What percentage of people love amusement park rides that
Socks
spin
are
them in
on
circles
top
very fast?
on colder days. I mean, yeah, on colder days. Percentage of people love amusement park rides that spin them in a circles very fast.
You're almost out of time. 50%. Okay.
I hate
higher or
amusement
lower?
parks. But I think people in general higher.
Breathe it in. Hurry up.
I hate roller coaster rides. I would never go to anyone.
People are saying lower. Okay, let's see the right
But I
answer.
think people would go higher. Nope. Okay, never mind.
26%.
W people.
Excuse me while I clean the vomit off my keyboard.
W people.
Let's see who got it right.
Like,
Smart.
in
Yes.
amusement parks,
Here's
there's
your
really
points.
like nothing to do.
And what have
I
we
mean,
here?
actually,
Great answer. Double points.
There
for
are some
saying
cool
much
games
lower.
and shit you could do.
Who's next?
But the roller coaster are like the main attraction.
All right, Surveillance Pro.
Which
what
is
do you
weird,
have
I
for
think.
this?
Gets it right and he gets all points. Wait, true.
What percentage
Record
of
the
people
vote.
have been to nude beaches?
Nude peaches. Nah, you gotta be a pervert.
29%. Everyone pick higher or lower.
Man, I'm gonna go higher though. I mean,
Breathe it
people
in.
are horny. But I don't know.
Hurry up.
Personally, I will never go to a nude beach. That's just
Most
weird.
of you are saying higher. And Surveil says
But I feel like people are. Oh, never mind.
13%. It's a traumatic
Shit.
experience. Have you seen the people who go to nude beaches?
Russia went nude all the time. Oh nah, bro.
Who got it right? Nice job. I've got some points for you.
Freaky ass people though.
Uh-oh, final round time. By
All right.
mining social media, we found the most popular answers to this question. What color popsicle do most people prefer? Now let's see the answers.
Gotta be that one.
You'll need to pick the 3 most popular answers to get points. Good luck!
White popsicle is crazy. He spin his meat so fast he could fly with it. Okay, bro. Hey, yo.
Remember, you can pick 3 answers.
I just went with the most basic shit. I mean, surely red is there. But then I'd put green, blue. Pink could be it too, though. And purple, actually. I'm out of salt.
Let's see what answers you chose.
Red, surely, though. White and pink?
And what are the most popular answers?
Why white? Are y'all dumb? What? Orange, purple, and red. Damn.
Who's gonna get the gold star? Who is it, boy? Who is it?
It's...
What a loser. 350 points, imagine. Shit. Good game, though.
Congratulations, you're the most surveillance surveiller that ever surveyed.
Only good there. Alright. Who are we rating again? You're that guy. Gonna lurk for the raid? Alright.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Cupcake. Alright, bro.
Pingers!
You moron!
EDP flashback? What?
Oh my god. Wiz, I love it. I fucking love it. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Shit looks gothic.
Okay. Chris, welcome in. How are you doing? How is it going?
Sabian wants me to raid her.
How are you doing? How is it been? How's it going? It's going really good. It's really good to see you. How is your guys' day been? How is your stream been? Chris, that was so fucking fantastic. Guys, if you do not know Chris, oh my god, I can't get the brave. Chris, what the fuck? Very rude, how dare you? But guys, welcome in. How's your day been? How's it going? It's so fucking fantastic. It's fucking lovely to see you. How's your day been? How's it going? Chris, I fucking adore you so much. Thank you so much for bringing your lovely community over to me. I fucking appreciate you so much, guys. If you do not know Chris, thank you for the riot, guys. Okay, whoa. Why are we rioting? Are we supposed to riot for
I mean, he said she has
Do
ADHD.
you guys mean this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Please. But guys, please, if you didn't know Chris is a fucking fantastic being, such a wonderful fucking friend.
know.
So please go and give them some fucking love. They're absolutely fucking wonderful. Such a fucking amazing friend. So please give.
ADHD, that's why. Anyone else in any good one here?
Will keep us in mind for the...
Shut up, bitch!
Anyone good to raid?
Bella è questa.
Lescoschi. Quindi qual era?
It's all like non-English or no camera.
C'è il pubblico ha pigliato la verità.
Ah, hell no, brug.
Ma che cazzo è Humping?
We don't need to always raid, true. Yes, we do. This guy seems family friendly. For Brug Burger.
Pingers!
I mean, I guess. Buckshot roulette player.
Okay, we got the first one down. That was a struggle. That was a struggle.
Just don't raid some girl. Yeah, Sapien got tricked by that goth girl. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oh wait, that's not a. This is channels. Yeah, Sapien fell into the goth girl trap. That's what we all did, yeah. Bro's Wi-Fi is dog shit. I've been there. Not English. 18 plus sexual themes. What? Buckshot roulette. Oh hell no.
Best seconds. Color. Hotkeys. Aha.
Oh no, not really seeing anyone. Who's this guy?
Plus, like, what the fuck I look like playing Pix again, bro? Like,
probably I'm
I
following.
mean, I do want to play it. Like, I want to stream it. That's what I want to do. I want to stream that shit. Like everyone that I played with and shit, that shit was fun. Like, that's the only reason why, like, Pixelgun, like, low key, I want to play it. Only thing they got going for themselves, bro. Like, the dev team sucks. Like, I don't.
Dead by Daylight is a shit game though. I ain't gonna lie. Respect you for not rating it, but you're just saying. Now you fell for the goth girl trap. What? How you didn't realize? She's like the obviously, bro. Oh no. You're too innocent. Yeah. Boy's 35. I need to end the stream. I ain't gonna lie.
But it also gets you a bunch of achievements.
I ain't gonna lie. I really need to end the stream. It's late. Oh no, bro. It is what it is. Teacher literally said goth doesn't mean emo. It means you love black. I mean, goth is not emo, yeah, but I mean, goth and emo both like the black color though, or something like that. I don't know. She looked pretty gothic though. But alright, as always, love all your mentals. Hope you enjoyed your stay.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I'm not that guy, but I am that fellow. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. So, peace out and good night.